Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Judge.
ACDC getting on today?
They should be.
Are you by yourself, ASG Bing? They're
I
coming.
don't think I am. No.
Nope, we're all here.
Just making sure they weren't trying to set you up to be by yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Come on, Judge, you know better.
All
I appreciate that.
right, where's the PDs?
I'm here and I believe Mr. Ponder's at the jail.
Oh, he's down. I see an arm. There we go. All right, PD Ponder, just making sure. All right, I guess we'll start. I was trying to see if ACDC was going to sign up, so I wouldn't have to repeat the instructions again, but maybe I will have to. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to begin our Fulton County State Court Expedited. I'm sorry, we're going to begin our Fulton County State Court Expedited Accusations calendar. And this is a calendar for cases in which defendants have recently been arrested and charged with certain misdemeanor offenses. Soon after their arrest, the Fulton County Solicitor General's office has already accused the cases of the offenses brought against them, and the cases have been bound over to the Fulton County State Court. Nevertheless, this will be the defendant's initial appearance before state court judge, so we are able to address several matters, including bond, possible arraignment, and a possible plea offer if one has been made by the state at this juncture. Our reset date is, or SAP reset date is? Hello?
Sorry, Judge, August the 4th.
I'm sorry?
August the 4th.
August 4th, okay. All right, that's our SAP date. I want to begin by reminding everyone that this whole entire proceeding is being recorded as well as live streamed on YouTube, so govern yourselves accordingly. I also want to let the defendants know that you have certain constitutional rights. The first being that you have a right to representation. You should know who your attorneys are by now and have spoken to them. You also have a right to remain silent. Remember that anything that you state about the facts, the circumstances, and the occurrences of your case can and will be held against you. So govern yourselves accordingly and follow the lead of your attorney. All right, who do we have first, Deputy?
1 and 2, Ms. Blackwell.
All right, this is 26 CR 004823C, Teresa Blackwell. And then the second case is 26 CR 004824C, charged with battery and simple assault.
It's going good.
All right. Pre-trial, we only see a shadow.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't know why my lighting is like this. The
Ah,
light is on too. I don't know why it's doing that. But she has 8 cycles total. There are 3 convictions outside of the 10-year period. Last date of arrest was in 97 out of Fulton, and the recommended level is level 2.
all right, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. As to the incident for the battery and the simple assault from April the 30th of 2026, it occurred at 1349 Kenilworth Drive, spelled Kenilworth Drive. The victim in the case is Candace Hopkins. It appeared there was a disagreement. Ms. Hopkins was in the process of leaving and directed by the defendant to leave the home. She did not live there. It appeared that the victim called her an ugly name, which she admitted that she did that. As a result, Miss Blackwell got a can of pepper spray and sprayed them in her eyes. When the officers arrived, both of the eyes of Miss Hopkins were swollen as a result of that case. We had an opportunity to speak with the victim in this case, and she indicated that she just wanted to know. She said she's known her since she was 15 years of age. She dates her son. She wanted to make sure that whatever the court did, that she gets some drug and MH issues addressed before the court. So our bond recommendation, she didn't say whether or not she wanted contact. She said she doesn't have any view one way or another on contact. But we are asking for in this case, um, these, there are two cases, and we're going to ask for a split bond in them. So for this case, we're asking for $2,500 each, which is a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. We're asking for it because we want her to get some services, at least for anger management. And I'm not sure how the court can address an ADET or an MHET assessment to be completed. Also, with the second case was more recent, involving her son, in which this happened July the 19th of 2026 at the same address. The victim is Greer Rodriguez, who is her son. She threw an ashtray at him. As a result, he was cut on his leg. It appeared
I'm
that
sorry. I'm sorry, ASG Evans Battle. So the first case you told me about with Candace Hopkins, that's not case number 1 with July 19th. That was actually the case with April 30th. Which
Okay.
one on the
I have
calendar?
them backwards on my sheet, probably.
Okay. So the first one that you told me about with the son's girlfriend, that's the battery and simple assault.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. And that one happened in April. That's April 30th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Now I'm with you. All right. Now this is
Alright.
son for position 1. Okay.
Yes, and these are the ones involving family violence because it's her son.
Mm-hmm.
So this appeared that she became angry. She threw an ashtray at him. It shattered a table and caused him to have a laceration on his leg. We've not had an opportunity to speak with him, so I cannot do anything other than a surety. So we're asking for a $2,500 surety as to each count. Because we've not had a chance to speak with him, we have to have no further contact. I am not sure of the address. So at this point, I'd have to do a stay away from that location. Not sure whose home that is, or whether he in fact lives at the home. Perhaps the defense attorney has more information about that than I do. But that would be our bond recommendation at this time. No alcohol, drugs, weapons, no firearms in the home. She has a prior conviction, felony conviction, so she shouldn't have any firearms anyway. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. PD Ponder.
She's a conflict.
Oh, and do we have one? Man. Do we not have a conflict
Your Honor,
defender?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Good afternoon. This is Chanel. I was unable to find a conflict. Mr. Murphy is busy. Miss McLeod is out of town to August the 4th, and Miss Watson Cafe did not respond. So you can assign the conflict to them, and then I'll let them know who they're, what attorney you assign to them.
The problem is they're not going to have a hearing today unless they represent themselves. And so I need to know that up front if they're a conflict, just so we can ask them first, are they willing to wait till tomorrow when Mr. Murphy is available to get representation, or they're going to represent themselves, which is a disaster. But, you know, I'd like to know before we.
I'm sorry, and I do apologize, Your Honor, but most times when they don't have a conflict, um, in the past we've accepted bond to keep from holding them in jail. Cause I can't tell you if Mr. Murphy is going to be busy on Wednesday. So if you want to assign Watson Cafe or Mr. Murphy, then I'll send them the paperwork and then they'll represent them on SAP.
Okay.
So if the public defenders just want to argue and then we can assign them a conflict, Your Honor. Because I don't want them to keep holding in jail just because we're unable to have one.
Well, the PDs can't do it. I mean, the PD can't just argue it and do that. That's conflict for them. They cannot argue it for them. They have no one. So, Miss Blackwell, do you wish to represent yourself today?
Yes, somehow. I know. Yes,
All right. Tell me how old you are.
70.
70?
Yes,
Okay. And did the incident with with both of these cases, did they happen at your home?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. And that's the address on Kenilworth Drive.
Yes,
And does your son live with you?
yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, your son lives with you. How old is he?
It's fit.
50. Okay. And then does the girlfriend live with you?
No,
Okay. Her name is Candace Hopkins, is that right? Okay. Do they have any children together?
no,
Okay. And do you work? Are you retired or on Social Security? What's the status?
don't do.
Social Security? Okay. Do you need an evaluation
No, ma'am.
for mental health or alcohol and drug usage?
Neither one, sir.
Huh?
I don't do alcohol. I only know eventually. I'm stable. I'm a stable man.
Well, what are you all getting into arguments about, I guess?
Okay, the incident with Candace Hopkins. I stay there. My son stay there. She don't have no responsibility. And every time she comes, she have a big old bill in her lip. And I used to leave my brother several times. She would leave. I kept on asking, she would leave. I kept on asking, she still would leave. So I told her, I said, you need to get a key and a bill. And she told my son, and my son I got into it with lately, he got a twin, and that's his girlfriend. So I told her, I said, you need to get a bill and a key because my son will have a different responsibility. And she Evelyn called me bitch all the time. And so I told her, I said, you gotta leave my brother there. She won't leave. I kept asking her. 2 years ago, I took my baby, she grabbed me, and I'm 70 years old. And I told her she still won't leave. I said, if you don't move, I'm gonna have a spade. That's what happened.
Because you want to leave your home.
She won't leave. I asked her about 10 times. She said, BITCH, I'm not going nowhere. I'm 70 years old. She's only 42 years old. That was that person.
Do you know if she's had an address to live somewhere else?
She said Hateville somewhere, but she don't say what it. She said Hateville somewhere.
Okay. All right. And so in the other case, it says the allegations that she threw an ashtray at your son.
Okay,
Maybe
this one.
a laceration or a cut on his leg.
It was just a few pieces of fruit, but this one, my son drank this liquor called Taco Ball. Monday through Friday through Sunday. He get drunk every day and all times. Coming to Saturday morning. He come every time a child go. He stay with me. That's my house. He don't work. He don't took over my house. Every weekend he don't talk with the whole community. They call my house, bring him to my house, so he won't get killed. So when he get to my house, he get drunk. He call me every time a child go. And the police officer on Cascade, they know when I saw my home. Cause twice, 2 or 3 times out of a month, I'm calling them to come put them out. They won't put them out. They said I got convicted, but I don't have the money to get my house. And so he what he want to do. So son, I was up all night sleep. The Sunday morning, I was going in the kitchen to prepare my Sunday dinner, and he was peeing on my living room floor. And I told him not to do it.
Okay. Okay, I don't want you to get too much into the facts, but
So I'm going in my kitchen, and he called me all kind of names, called me younger Marcus,
okay. I don't want to hear the names, but I understand you.
but that's what happened. So I told him, I said, you're not going to keep on disrespecting me. And he kept on doing so he was sitting in the chair.
Okay. All right. On the position number 2 with the victim of Candace Hopkins. So it's Miss Blackwell's home, it seems, and Miss Hopkins, although she's the victim, we'll have to find a way to speak to her to let her know she needs to not go back over there. So on position 2, I will give her the $5,000, $2,500 on each, $5,000 signature bond through pretrial. And I will order her to have no drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, no guns while on bond. And she is to take 4 anger awareness courses through pretrial. She's to have no further contact with Candace Hopkins. And Miss Blackwell, you're gonna have to let your son know and get out on bond that you have a bond that says she has to stay away from you. You have to stay away from her. So she can't come over anymore while you're on bond. I guess she does. Maybe you can call the police. I don't know. But I'm ordering you all to be 200 yards or 2 football fields away from each other.
Okay.
And have no further contact while you're on bond.
What?
You can cool this down, son. That's all I can do for that case. And I'm sure the state has her information. They can let her know there's a no contact bond. It's your house. She doesn't have to come over there. She doesn't live there. So she needs to stay away. On the first case, with your son, I'm going to do the same thing. $2,500 on each, $5,000 signature bond through pretrial. Both of them are well. I guess the first one, ending in 824C. I guess that they recommended level 2. Do you drive?
I'm out.
Well, I'm gonna put them both at level 1, and she can call in. I'll put both of them at level 1. She can call in. And 2 more anger management courses with the first case. 5,000 signature bond through pretrial, level 1. No drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and no guns while on bond. Do you have any guns?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I think that's it. Anything else, State?
Your Honor, would you like for me to assign this to Mr. Murphy?
That'd be fine.
Okay. So
Thank you.
on position 1, 5K pretrial level 1, you said 4 anger management classes, or you want 2 and 2?
2 and 2.
Okay, so it's 4 total. So 2 on each case.
Correct.
Thank
And
you.
so I'm assigning Mr. Murphy to represent you, Ms. Blackwell. So he'll be getting in touch with you
Okay.
next couple of days. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. You're welcome. Oh, and I'm sorry. No, I didn't do contact. Yeah. On the first case with her son And you said, Miss Blackwell, your son just comes over on the weekends?
He stayed with me. I'm going in more than the big three.
He stays with you, but yeah, I guess you'll have to go through that process. You know, they haven't spoken to him. I really, this case just happened yesterday with your son.
Yes.
So I'm not going to put you out of your house. Generally, I don't have a way sometimes to get in contact with the victims to tell them to stay away. Do you
No.
think you can live there with no further violent contact with him?
I'm going downtown and more than the victim.
I'm sorry?
I'm going downtown and more than put up my house. I'm going to have a big up my house in the morning.
Okay. I'm going to just put no further, because if I put no further contact, that means you have to leave. So I'm not trying to do that. So I'm going to put no further violent contact.
Okay, thank you.
If he gets violent with you, you call the police. And then as far as Candace Hopkins, no further contact.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome.
All right, all right, that's number 12, Ms. Hampton.
This is 26 CR 004826C. Delisa Hampton. Looks like 6 charges pre-trial.
4 from the state of Illinois, a 2017 conviction from the state of Illinois for theft. The last date of arrest was January the 23rd of 2020 for driving on suspended or revoked license out of the state of Illinois, recommended level 1.
All right. This yours?
Sorry,
A?
Judge. This actually happened in 2023. However, we do show her address as being Kankakee, Bourbonnais, Illinois. So the statute had told. We're asking for a $2,000 surety per charge based on the out-of-state convictions, including 2 which were driving while on a suspended license. She still doesn't have a valid license. She did flee the scene. One of her charges is hit and run. So based on the totality of circumstances, an out-of-state residency with several driving convictions, we feel $2,000 per charge as a surety is more than sufficient to have her return honestly to court. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond, no driving without a license.
And what was the recommendation amount?
It would be a total $6,000 surety.
1,000 on each?
10, 12. Yeah, that's actually 12. 12,000, 2,000 on each. You know me and my math skills.
All right.
Your Honor, Miss Hampton is 26 years of age. She does have an address in Georgia. She provided that to me earlier. She's been in Georgia for 4 years. She mentioned to me that she was born and raised in Illinois, and she lived in Texas prior to moving to Georgia with her mom, but she's currently living in Georgia and has been here for the last 4 years. She is unemployed currently, Your Honor, and she is a high school graduate. She did mention to me also that she does have a 7-year-old daughter that is currently being watched by her grandmother. And so I'd ask that she get released on a signature bond. I'm really not sure if why this case is still proceeding if the statute of limitations have passed at this point since the case happened in 2023.
Because
But-
she's been in Illinois for 5 years, so it stopped.
Well, as I just mentioned, she has been in Georgia for 4 years, is what she told me just now when I spoke to her. So I'm not sure where you're getting the information that she's been in Illinois. She was born and raised there, but
We do a
what
skip
she
trace on all
mentioned-
defendants, especially in statute. And I do
Okay.
show the address in Texas as well, but it still would have stopped yeah.
It tolls the statute.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, I would be asking that she get released on a signature bond, Your Honor. She does have a child that she needs to get back to and take care of. She does not work. She's currently being supported by her family, Your Honor. So I'd be asking that she get released on a signature bond. so that she's able to go tend to her daughter who's currently being watched by her grandmother.
And she hasn't had a driver's license since 2020.
I am not sure, Your Honor.
Longer than that is what, I mean, I don't, in 2019 and 2020, she got charged with no license. And when we ran the trace, in the various states, Illinois said that she had one, but she hasn't had one in so long that it basically shows that she's never had one. So I can only assume she had one at some point, but when we traced the documents, we couldn't find one.
Well, I guess she shouldn't be driving, that's for sure. I'm going to let's see, giving false information. I'm gonna make that $1,000. I'm going to give her a signature bond through pretrial. Let's see what the total will be. 1,000 on the false information, driving hit and run 2,000, following too closely 2,000, expired no license plate or decal 1,000, no insurance 2,000, and driving while license suspended or revoked 2,000. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So $10,000 signature bond through pretrial. It sounds like she should not be driving unless she has, since she's been in Georgia 4 years, she needs to have a valid Georgia driver's license. If she does not have it, she need not drive. There's many ways to get around these days. Bicycle, Uber, Lyft, or MARTA. She is to have no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And again, no driving unless she has a valid Georgia driver's license and all the other credentials, which would be registration and insurance. And I think that's it.
What level, Judge?
Level 1.
And this is 28, Ms. Rapley.
All right. 26 CR 004845D. Salethia Rapley. Pretrial.
Has 3 cycles total. There's an FTA in 03 from Fulton. Last date of arrest was July the 24th of 04 out of Fulton for aggravated assault, criminal damage to property, and false imprisonment. Recommended UDR jail.
All right. Okay.
Can someone tell me the individual's name again, please?
Salethia Rapley.
Yes, that appears to be a case that I have. The incident happened July the 19th of 2026 at 3200 Stone Road, Southwest Atlanta. The victim in this case is Dante Patrick. It appears that the defendant showed up at Mr. Patrick's home uninvited and unannounced, and when the victim answered the door, the defendant pushed her way in and sat on the floor, refusing to leave. The victim indicated that he was in a previous relationship with her, and had asked her to leave multiple times, and she started walking towards the door, but then turned around and stated, I'm finna go out with a bang, and refused to leave the residence. It appeared that her history appears to be an older history. The victim indicated that they would like a stay away and no further contact. The bond recommendation is for $2,500 surety. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond.
All right. Is that the victim here or no?
It was my understanding the victim would not be present.
Okay, is Mr. Dante Patrick on the Zoom? Dante Patrick. All right. Go ahead, PD Rainford.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Rapley is 47 years old. She does have a good address. She's been in Georgia all her life. She's currently working with FedEx, Your Honor. She had some college experience. She's a high school graduate. I would be asking for a signature bond on her behalf. And if a signature bond is not applicable or available to her, Your Honor, I'd be asking for the lowest reasonable amount so that she can resolve this case, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to give her the $2,500 signature bond through pretrial. Want her to have some monitoring. I'm going to order her to be at level 1. Going to order that she have no further contact with Dante Patrick on Stone Road. She's to stay away from that location. She should be 200 yards or 2 football fields away from Mr. Patrick. Don't contact him by phone, third parties, emails, nothing posted on social media about this case or him. No contact whatsoever. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. I think that should be it.
All right, let's get number 30, Ms. Wheeler.
26 CR 004851G Jada Willer. Pretrial.
She has 32 cycles total, 9 from the state of Texas. There's a 2025 conviction from Texas for theft of property, a 2024 conviction from Texas for harassment of public servant. She's currently on probation for case number 26 CR 001398G, criminal trespass, as well as on probation for case number 20 CR 000414G, criminal trespass, and also on probation for case number 21 CR 007422G, criminal trespass and battery substantial physical harm. There's a 2026 conviction out of DeKalb County for battery, disorderly conduct, and simple battery, a 2023 conviction out of Fulton for battery, another 2023 conviction out of Fulton for criminal trespass and simple battery in a public transit vehicle or station. There's a 2026 FTA from DeKalb, 2 2026 FTAs from Fulton, a 2022 FTA from Dunwoody, a 2022 FTA from Brookhaven, and a 2021 FTA from Dunwoody. Recommended level 4.
Your Honor, she appeared at the MARTA, I guess on 10th Street without permission. She has a permanent ban since April of 2023. I know we filed a request for probation revocation. And as because the prior conviction appears to be from February of this year, which it was also at a MARTA station. Our bond recommendation is for a $2,500 surety, stay away from the location. All MARTA locations in which she has a permanent ban from, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond.
All right. PD Rainford.
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Wheeler is 28 years old. She's been in Georgia for 10 years. She was in North Carolina before then. That's where she was born and raised. She's currently unemployed, Your Honor, but she did mention that she is supposed to be starting training for a job at Cookout on Friday. She is a high school graduate. And I did explain to her the permanent ban situation today. So I believe she understands now that she cannot and no longer return to the MARTA premises Your Honor. So I'd be asking for a signature bond on her behalf if one is applicable. If not, I would be asking for the lowest reasonable amount. Your Honor, she doesn't have anyone here to help her in Georgia, so I'd be asking for the lowest reasonable amount if a signature is not applicable here.
Okay. We're going to order the surety bond, $2,500 surety bond. And order her once again, to stay away from all MARTA. She has a permanent ban, so she's gotta use a bicycle, Lyft, Uber, or other friends and relatives. Just don't go to MARTA. You'll be all right. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. That should be it.
Incident number 11, Mr. Jermaine.
Mhm.
Your Honor, I missed that last bond amount. What was it again?
2,500 surety.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. And I'm sorry, which position, Deputy?
7,
Oh, 7.
11.
Oh, 11. Okay. This is 26 CR 004821H, Nathaniel Germain, pretrial.
He has 3 cycles total, two from the state of Florida. There's a 2025 NOLO out of Brookhaven for driving while license suspended or revoked, recommended level 1.
All right, state.
Yes, we're asking for a $5,000 surety, no further contact with the victim, Angie Paredes, and to stay away from 3000 Continental Colony Parkway. Victim, we haven't been able to reach her yet. We spoke with, I believe it was her father. She stated that the defendant pushed her in the wall, left 2 holes in the wall. She pushed him back. He pushed her again. She fell to the floor. She saw a metal bar, picked it up, and hit him with it to get him off of her. The commotion caused both the upstairs neighbor and the neighbor across the hall to call 911. So with our Marcy's Law and Crime Victim Bill of Rights and unable to reach the victim at this time, $5,000 surety, no further contact with the victim, a stay away, and we will defer to Your Honor as to any necessary anger management courses. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
All right. P. Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Jermaine is 35 years old. He's been living in Georgia for the past 5 years. Currently he has 4 children, 3 of which he lives with, that he does also share with the victim. They have been in a relationship for several years, and currently he recently lost his job due to a head injury. He's a graduate of high school. His parents live here in Atlanta. He has significant ties to the community. We don't believe he is a flight risk. He has not had any recent history, no violent history. I think all of that. Um, on on the traffic yard. Sorry, excuse me. Um, he doesn't like to be released again to tend to his head injury again that was re-aggravated during this incident. He explained to me that they are this was an incident that kind of went beyond a one-off incident that went beyond the typical I guess how the relationship has been. Um, right now, again, with him not having any employment, he won't be able to pay any bonds. We would ask for a signature bond. With his history of no FTAs, no violent history, if the court is not inclined, we would ask for the lowest possible bond in this case.
All right, I will, so does he have a different place to go live? Were they living together in the
Oh,
Continental Colony Parkway?
they do live together, Your Honor, and they do share children together. So we would ask if possible that there be a no contact order. I mean, I'm sorry, a no violent contact. But if that is not allowed, he could reside with his mother, I guess, for a cool down period, possibly.
Well, we do need a cool down period. I'm a little alarmed by the allegations. And so I will give him the $5,000 signature bond through pretrial. And I'm going to order him to have no further contact with the victim. Going to order him to stay away from the incident location, stay away from her as well, be 200 yards or 2 football fields away from her. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And if she allows visitation with the children, that must be done by a third party so that they don't have any contact with each other.
Oh.
So right now they are on no further contact. I'm going to ask that he take 5 anger awareness courses through pretrial. And he will be at a level 1. And I think that's it.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Judge, your camera's off, just like in case you don't
Oh.
know.
I don't, thank you.
Is that level 1?
Yes, level 1.
All right, let's be on number 3, Mr. Bradley.
$26 CR 004829G Solomon Rabin pretrial.
Yes, 2 cycles total. There's an open case out of DeKalb County for driving while license suspended or revoked and knowingly making a false statement pertaining to motor vehicle insurance requirement. And there's also a dormant status case, case number 24 CR 003162G for battery family violence first offense. The recommended level is level 2.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. The charge here is battery family violence. This happened in 2024 against the mother of his child, Kiana Brown. This is actually the second case that of battery family violence against this same victim that happened that year. It was within a couple of months of each other. He had struck her in the face with a Timberland boot, causing visible injuries to her mouth. When we spoke to the victim today, she did inform us that there hasn't been any violence since then because they've broken up. They don't live together. They just co-parent. And she also advised that there was alcohol involved in this incident. There was alcohol involved in prior violent incidents. So the state is recommending a $5,000 surety bond, a substance abuse evaluation, and any recommended treatment, FFIP, Family Violence Intervention Program, no violent contact with Kiana Brown, that's Keyona, Brown, common spelling, and to stay away from the incident location, which was Park at Galloway Apartments in East Point.
Did you all have contact with the victim?
Yes, ma'am. I was saying before that she had advised that that both instances of violence had been under the influence of alcohol, and that they have not had any violent contact since 2024 because they only co-parent, don't live together. She is okay with contact in order to co-parent, but we would ask that there not be any violent contact with her going forward.
Okay. All right. PD Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Brabham is 27 years old, lifelong resident here in Atlanta, Georgia. He does have two children, one of which he does share with the victim, um, and which was born after the incident. As the state stated, they have been able to co-parent successfully with no violent or no issues. With that respect, we would not object to a no violent contact so that he could also maintain that healthy relationship with the young child that they share. Um, and actually the child does live with him actually. Um, right now he does live with a current girlfriend and that child here in Atlanta or in DeKalb County. Um, he he is gainfully employed. He's been working as a security and private security for the past 2 years. Um, right now, a bond would be difficult to pay due to his financial status. For those reasons and his uh, no history of any FTAs, not being a flight risk, we would ask for a signature bond through pretrial uh, level 2, Your Honor.
All right, I will order the $5,000 signature bond through pretrial. That'll be at the level 2 as recommended. Going to order no further violent contact with the victim, Kiana Brown. I'm going to order no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. I mean, this incident happened in 2024. If we haven't had any further incidents, I don't like the fact that the two he has were with the same victim. I would have ordered FVIP.
Yes, I did recommend that. I'm not sure if you heard me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we usually use it as a sentencing tool, but
Yes, Your Honor, I am aware of that. This way, sometimes they can get a head start on it and then they can kind of finish with their sentencing because it's 24 weeks. But obviously we defer to you.
right. And I'm sure PD Ponder, what do you say to that?
We would object to the FVIP again since it's so long ago, and again they've maintained that relationship since, no issues. Um, I don't believe a FVIP is necessary.
All right, but let me just order 6 anger awareness courses through pretrial. And I think that's it. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. I think I already said that. Anything else?
Thank you.
Or did you also order the substance abuse evaluation since there was alcohol involved?
Well, but it's 2 years ago. That's the only problem I have with all of it. And I
Okay,
understand it may have taken that long to get him arrested, possibly.
of course.
But I don't, have any evidence of that now. I'm hoping that's not the case, but I will not order ADET at this point.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, let's get number 10, Mr. George.
This is 26 CR 004831L Khalil George, pretrial.
He has 2 cycles total, one from the state of North Carolina. There's an open case from the city of Atlanta for driving while license suspended or revoked and DUI. And it appears there's a possible open case in North Carolina for possessed stolen motor vehicle and a possible warrant out of Taliaferro County, Georgia for an FTA. The recommended level is level 2.
Okay.
Um, may, may I
Go ahead.
proceed? Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes, so today's charges are theft by receiving, failure to signal, driving while license suspended or revoked. So yesterday, July 19th, officers observed a car change lanes without signaling. They conducted a traffic stop. They smelled burnt marijuana. The license, when run, it showed a suspension. They detained the driver, conducted an inventory search of the car, and found a firearm in the console of the vehicle. That firearm serial number came back as stolen out of Marietta. Um, he's currently on a $9,000 bond, but given that he doesn't have much criminal history, the state is recommending a $2,500 surety bond. He cannot own, handle, or possess any firearms.
What's the breakdown?
Oh, excuse me. Yes. So for count one, it would be, well, count one would be $2,500, but counts 2 and 3 are just failure to signal and driving while license suspended. I wasn't going to give any bond on that.
I have to,
Oh, you have to. Okay.
because that would hold him in jail.
Oh,
So they can be a minimum $500, but
okay. Well, I'll
it
do.
would be 3,500.
Okay, we'll do that.
All right. So driving, failure to signal lane change 500, and your recommendation for driving while license suspended is 500, and then 2,500 on the theft by receiving.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so that'll be a 3,500 recommendation. Because right now he has a pre-existing 9,000 bond. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, PD Ponder, you have any objection to that?
Yes, Your Honor, we would ask for a signature bond again with his limited history. He has been living in Georgia for the past 8 years with his girlfriend, her son. He also has his own child as well. And right now he works as a grill operator at Waffle House. Posting a bond would be difficult for him right now, and with his financial situation, he would like to be released so he could get back to his family and assist with the child. So again, for those reasons, we would ask for a signature bond.
Okay. I'm going to order the $3,500 signature bond through pretrial. With that signature bond through pretrial, would be at a level 2. That's 500 on the first charge, 500 on the second, 2,500 on the third. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. If he has any guns, he needs to surrender them to the sheriff's department immediately upon release. And no driving unless he has a valid Georgia driver's license, insurance, and registration, the proper credentials to drive. And I think that's it.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right, next we got number 14, Mr. Hoagland Victor.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. How are you?
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good.
I know in a minute I'll read the instructions. You just have 2?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. We're on position 1426 CR 004835K. Oscar Hagouen Victor.
And Your Honor, Miss Lucia is here for that defendant.
Okay. Hi, Miss Lucia.
Your Honor, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We're following each other or staying together.
I will go ahead. I can translate. I have that information. Do you want me to
All
be
right.
in first?
Yes. Do you affirm that the testimony and the translation that you're about to give will be from Spanish to English, English to Spanish to the best of your abilities and with no embellishments?
I do.
All right. Thank you.
Este va a ser el caso 26CR004835K de la Fiscalía en contra del señor Holguín Víctor Oscar Roberto.
All right. Pre-trial?
This has one cycle from ICE.
One cycle from what?
ICE.
ICE.
Got an illegal
ICE.
alien 2023 Arizona.
La juez está evaluando su caso para una fianza y lo primero que pregunta es qué antecedentes tiene. Le indican que tiene nada más un antecedente con ICE en Arizona.
So does he have an ICE hold?
I don't show the whole, just that particular entry on his criminal history.
Okay.
No existe una orden de retención de ICE, solamente está ese arresto o detención en su historial.
All right, state.
Yes, he's got one charge of battery, family violence, and cruelty to children. On July 18th, he was heavily intoxicated and engaged in a physical altercation with Rosemary Banshin. I hope it's how you say it. He struck and battered her, causing a neck laceration and bruising to her arm, which happened in front of their two children.
Le pregunta a la jueza a la fiscalía que le indique del caso. Son dos acusaciones, dos cargos por violencia doméstica y crueldad a menores. Esto sale de un evento que ocurrió el 18 de julio del 2026, donde el acusado golpeó y hubo un lastimado en el cuello y un moretón en el brazo de la señora Rosemary Banatlan y eso es lo que la fiscalía le reporta al juez.
Oh. Your Honor, I want to double check that there's if the surety is already set. I don't believe there is, but I just saw something that made me think about it. So give me just a second, please.
Estamos esperando que la fiscal determine si es que la fianza ha sido ya puesta, fijada, o si es que la juez va a fijarla y a determinarla.
Your Honor, may I go in the meantime?
Yes, that'd be fine.
Okay. So Mr. Oscar is 30 years old.
You can go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you.
He has a current address, the same address the incident location, where he does pay rent there. He is the leaseholder of that address, Your Honor.
Su abogada defensora en este momento indica que usted tiene 30 años de edad, su dirección es la misma dirección donde ocurrió el incidente y que en este momento usted renta, es la persona quien paga la renta, es la persona quien está en el contrato.
He did mention to me that he's been in Georgia for a year now and that he has two children, a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old.
Le indican que usted ha estado en Georgia por un año y tiene dos hijos, uno de 2 años de edad y uno de 6 meses de edad.
He did deny the allegation to me earlier.
Él negó las alegaciones y los cargos.
And he did mention to me that he is currently working at a warehouse, packaging in the packaging department.
Y me indicó que él tiene trabajo, actualmente trabaja en una bodega empacando.
He also mentioned that he did graduate from high school in Ecuador.
Mencionó que se había graduado del colegio en el Ecuador.
I'm not sure all of what the prosecutor said so far because it was cutting in and out for me, so I had to rejoin.
Go ahead, Ms. Rainford. You can finish your
Okay. But I'm not sure if they mentioned the ICE hold, and because of that, I'd be asking for a signature bond on his behalf. He doesn't have anyone to come and bond him out, Your Honor. And he would be asking for no further violent contact with his wife, the mother of his children, who is the alleged victim in the case, and no stay away from the address. As I mentioned before, he does pay rent there and he is denying the allegations.
Él está negando lo que se le alega, entonces lo que yo voy a pedir a nombre de mi cliente es una fianza que sea únicamente con la firma, una orden judicial de no contacto violento con la esposa o quien es la víctima alegada en este caso, y no una orden de permanecer lejos de la residencia, ya que es usted la persona que tiene el contrato y hace los pagos.
All
Okay.
right.
I checked. There was not a previous bond set. I just wanted to be sure. We weren't able to contact the victim, I'm guessing due to the language barrier.
No pudimos, no hay ninguna fianza ya fijada y no pudieron comunicarse con la víctima, me imagino que por una barrera del idioma.
We usually use the language line, but for whatever reason, we weren't able to reach her. We're asking for 2,500 on the battery family violence, 1,000 on the cruelty to children in the third. Because we have not reached her, we're asking for no further contact with the victim, Rosemary Banchin, and the stay away from 105 Shannon Chase Way. Miss Rainford, I did show that he had the ICE, not a hold, but that he had an inadmissibility in Arizona. Do you show an actual hold?
So I saw a hold from the what I received from my supervisor, the documents that I received this morning. I'm not exactly sure where he pulled that from.
Okay.
But he did mention it in his notes to me. So
Okay.
yes.
Okay. I didn't have that. I just had the original admissibility flag. So I didn't know if that was an actual thing or not. So thank you.
La fiscal está pidiendo, ya que no se pudieron comunicar con la víctima, la fiscal está pidiendo un bono de asegurado de fianza por la acusación primera de violencia doméstica de $2,500, uno de $1,000 por la crueldad a menores, una orden de no tener ningún contacto con la señora Rosemary Banchin y una orden de permanecer lejos de la dirección del 105 Shannon Chase Way.
All right. I'm going to I guess order the $3,500 signature bond through pretrial. 2,500 on the battery, family violence, and 1,000 on the cruelty to children. I'm going to order no further contact right now so we can make sure this is cooled down. So he needs to go stay somewhere else. So stay away and no further violent contact with the wife, but I am ordering to stay away. If there is, I guess, visitation with the children, they can facilitate that since there's no further violent contact. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Your Honor, was that 3,500 signature bond? What level?
Oh, level 1.
Level 1, and 3,500 is correct.
Correct. 2,500 and 1,000 on the
Thank you, Your
cruelty.
Honor.
El fallo de la juez es el siguiente. Es un bono de 2,500 por un bono de fianza de $2,500 por la acusación primera, uno de $1,000 por la segunda acusación, un total de $3,500, pero eso va a ser únicamente con su firma en la oficina anterior a los juicios que está en la cárcel, a cierto nivel 3. Entonces, eso quiere decir, puede salir con su firma. Aparte de eso, orden judicial de ningún contacto violento con la víctima alegada y por el momento una orden de permanecer lejos de la dirección del 105 Shannon Chase Way, porque no se ha podido comunicar ni contactar con la víctima. Aparte de eso, una orden judicial de no drogas, no consumo de drogas de alcohol o no puede tener ningún tipo de arma mientras está bajo fianza.
All right. Anything else? Nope. All right.
Eso es todo, gracias. Buena suerte.
All right. Anybody else? I don't think, or do we have anyone else? You can sound if you want, Miss Lucia.
Damas y caballeros, si es que se encuentran en la sala de audiencias en la cárcel, por favor, y necesitan un intérprete en español, levanten su mano o párense. It does not appear, so Your Honor may be excused.
Yes, you may. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good afternoon.
You too. Bye-bye.
15, Mr. Howard.
26 CR 004836L, Matthew Howard, 2 counts of criminal trespass, pretrial.
He has 5 cycles total. He's currently on first offender probation out of Fulton for aggravated assault, willful obstruction of law enforcement officers, possession of firearm or knife during commission, and another type of battery. There's an open case out of MARTA for criminal trespass. That arrest date was February the 22nd of 2026. And there's a 2021 conviction out of Fulton for simple battery, recommended level 3.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Defendant was sitting by a wall, legs inside the wayside in an authorized area with a sign stating no trespassing, murder property, blah, blah, blah. He also has a permanent ban as of May 9th, 2025, which originated out of the Westlake Station. There's a $1,000 surety already set. We ask that it remain $1,000 surety already set, stay away from all MARTA in compliance with that ban. And I'll defer to defense if we need a social worker visit or not. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Howard is 25 years old, lifelong resident of Atlanta, Georgia. He currently resides with his grandfather and brother. Right now, he is a freshman at Morris Brown. He is looking to complete his schooling, which is why he desperately would like to be released so that he could continue his summer classes and start off coming up with classes in the fall. He has certifications at CPR, Ocean 10, forklift. Right now works somewhat with construction, but does not receive that much of income, so a bond would be difficult for him to post. There have been no history of FDA. We don't think he's flight risk. He has significant ties to the community. With these reasons, we would ask that there be ask for a signature bond, or the lowest possible bond. We have no objection to the stay away. He understands that he just cannot take MARTA. I explained that to him. Yeah, for those reasons, we would ask for a signature bond.
All right. I will leave it at the $1,000 surety bond that's already set. I guess it's 500 on each. Stay away from all MARTA with the ban. Or order a social worker visit.
Your Honor, it says 1,000 per charge for a
Oh,
total of
1,000 per for a total.
That's what the
of
previous magistrate said. You can do whatever you want, but that's what it said.
No, I'll leave it at the 2,000 with his history. 1,000 on each, 2,000 total, surety. Stay away from MARTA with the full ban. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. That's it.
Next, position 13, Miss Head.
This is 26 CR 004832C. Kasha Head charging 1 count of criminal trespass pretrial.
She has 6 cycles total. There's an open case 25 CR 007722C for criminal trespass. There's a 2026 conviction out of Cobb County for criminal trespass and a 2025 conviction out of Clayton County for criminal trespass. There's a 2023 FTA from DeKalb County. The recommended level is level 3, and she was on the RAP services list this morning.
Date?
Yes, Your Honor, this is another MARTA trespass. There's a $1,000 surety already set. We ask that it remain on July 19th. Defendant was found sleeping on a bench in the bus loop area, was told she can't sleep there. She can either catch a train or cross the street. She said, I don't have a breeze card. Officer said, okay, then you need to leave. She said, I'm not going to. They put her in handcuffs. At that point, there was a MARTA suspension check. She has a 60-day MARTA suspension. And I think, let's see. I don't want to step all over pre-trial, but it looks like she's got criminal trespass, criminal trespass, criminal trespass, criminal trespass once a year for the last 3 years. So we're gonna ask that the 1,000 surety remain, stay away from MARTA, and I'll defer to defense if the need for a social worker is there. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
All right. PD Rainford?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Head is 32 years of age. She's currently staying with a family friend. She does have a good mailing address, though, her grandmother's address. She's been in Georgia all her life. She's currently unemployed, Your Honor. She went through the 10th grade of high school, but she did obtain her GED. She mentioned to me that she just had her third child on June 7th, who's still currently at the Grady Hospital in NICU. She mentioned to me that she does have a social worker at Grady that she's currently trying to use to help with housing. I'll still put her on my request for my social worker in case there's anything that they can provide as well. She also has 2 other daughters that are currently with her grandmother, Your Honor. I'd be asking for the lowest reasonable amount or a signature bond. Preferably a signature bond, Your Honor, but if that's not applicable here, I'd be asking for the lowest reasonable amount for her so that she's able to bond out and be able to go back to Grady because she's been visiting her child at Grady while he's still in the NICU getting better, Your Honor.
All right, I will order that $1,000 surety bond. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Stay away from, she's all MARTA, correct?
I believe so, yes.
With the
That is what
band.
we're asking.
Right, stay away from all MARTA. Got to find other means of transportation. I don't know, does she need a social worker visit to help with housing or other resources? Order that. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. 1,000 surety.
All right, next we got number 16, Mr. Isika. It was another conflict.
Is this the case with the co-defendant?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
who's the co-defendant?
All right.
Harry.
What's his name?
Harry.
Oh, I don't know by the show of hands. Deputy, what's the co-defendant's name?
His name is
Harry.
I can't understand what they're saying.
oh, number 9, Mr. Garland.
Okay. All right, Mr. Is it Asika or Sika? Asika, do you wish to represent yourself to go forward today? Because we don't have any representation for you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and then, but then the co-defendant, position A, he's going to have representation, is that correct?
I represent Mr. Gandhi.
Yeah, let's let him sit, okay. All right, pretrial, I'm gonna call position 16, 26 CR 004834Y, Owen Sika.
He has no prior history, recommended level 1.
Okay. All right, state.
Yes, one moment, I'm having a tech issue. I'm having to revert to something else.
Let me call this co-defendant case pretrial 26 CR 004833Y, Harith. Is it Gahu?
Yep.
What is his history?
One moment.
Okay.
He has 2 from the state of Minnesota, a 2024 conviction from Minnesota for driving while intoxicated, refused to submit to chemical tests. Look like he's currently still on probation for that case, and recommended level 2.
All right, ready, state?
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm still having a tech issue. Just give me one quick second. I'm sorry. Oh, uh, okay, sorry about that. Oh. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I'm about to get kicked off because it's rebooting or something. Can we just hold for a moment?
I can go ahead and do it.
I was gonna say, can someone else?
Which one is it?
Okay. This is position number 16, Owen Asika.
Yes, I see that person.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. In this particular case, it appears that on July the 19th of 2026, officers went to 250 Peachtree Street, which is the Westin Hotel, in reference to fighting. Both men were reported that the other person hit them, and the police observed various injuries on each of them. The victim in the Osika case is Mr. Gahu, Gahhu, who is also a cross defendant, had a laceration on his face. It appeared that the men have lived together at some point in time. The bond recommendation is for a $1,500 surety bond. No
Contact with victim.
contact with the victim, and stay away from that hotel location at this particular time. I'm sure it doesn't appear that they have a history, so the bond recommendation did include a FVIP. Since it's a battery, family violence, and would be part of the statutory, if he's found guilty or pleads guilty, it'll be mandated by statute anyway. Thank you.
Mhm. All right. And so Mr. Isaka, all right. Pronounce it one more time for me.
Chica,
Isika. How old are you?
I'm 22 years old.
23,
22.
22.
Ma'am.
Well, what's the relationship with you and your co-defendant?
This is my best friend for over 2 years now.
Okay, best friends. You all were residing together?
No, I live here in Georgia. He lives in Minnesota.
Okay.
Yeah,
He was here visiting?
yes, he came here so we could watch the final World Cup match together.
All right. And so, is he going to be going back to Minnesota?
Yes, because the plan was actually to go back Sunday night since he works this week. Uh,
Right. And so, uh, but how long have you been in Georgia?
4 years, ma'am.
4 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you work?
Not right now. I was supposed to actually do an interview today, being Monday for a job. I just graduated college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You graduated from where?
Georgia State University.
Georgia State?
Yes, ma'am.
A degree in what?
Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
And where are you originally from?
Nigeria.
Are you going back there
After work, yes.
after work?
Mhm. I'm going. I'm,
Like,
I'm going to masters after masters, and then work while I'm doing my masters. So after the masters program,
oh, okay. You're going to do your master's at Georgia State?
no, not Georgia State.
Where?
I still haven't decided, but I'm still submitting multiple grad school applications.
Okay, you just graduated in May of 2026?
Mhm.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I will give him a $1,500 signature bond through pretrial. And that will be at level 1. I'm going to order 4 anger awareness courses through pretrial. And I'm going to order and who's the victim? I guess there's 2 co-defendants. Is there a victim in this case with Mr.
They were
Asaki?
each other's victims. They were,
Each other.
yeah.
Um, I guess no further violent contact. And then that's all I'll do for now since it's his apartment.
No, they were
No
at the
drugs.
Westin Hotel.
Oh, it wasn't, okay. So I'll just tell both of them to stay away from the Westin Hotel. You're not living there, are you, Mr. Asiki or Saki?
No, I don't live at the Western Hotel.
Okay. So you don't need to go back there, correct?
No.
All right. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond, okay?
Thank
All
you.
right.
Your Honor, would you like to assign his case to Ms. McLeod?
That's fine.
Thank you.
Mhm. Thanks for reminding me. All right, let's go to position 8.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did that take care of both of them?
No,
Oh, no. Okay.
I have to do them separate.
Okay, gotcha.
So that was for position 16.
It's position 9, Your Honor.
Oh, 9.
Okay.
And this is Harith Gahu, 26 CR 004833Y, 1 count of battery family violence. State.
Oh, okay.
I've
There,
already heard his history.
Okay, that's right. So same facts, except that the injuries were a little bit different. Mr. Sika had sustained a contusion on the side of his head. His left eye was bloodshot. He also claimed that Mr. Gahu had hit him multiple times with a belt. Because of the previous battery family violence arrest, which was just in 2024 in Minnesota, the state is recommending a slightly higher bond at 2,000 surety. No further contact or no further violent contact with the victim. FVIP and stay away from the Westin Hotel.
All right. PD Ponder?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Gafu is 23 years of age. He doesn't have any children. He is a graduate of Minnesota State University currently. A student again looking to obtain his master's as well. Um, right now he is unable to post a bond. I believe his items are still at the hotel. Without it, he won't be able to post anybody. He doesn't have any family that will be able to help him post that bond or obtain his or retrieve his items. We have no objection to the stay away from the hotel. However, we would ask for a signature bond through pretrial. He doesn't have any history of any FTAs. He has assured me that he will be able to come back to court, even though I understand that he is a resident of Minnesota. Um, we would also ask that he be allowed a one-time, I guess, visit with police and stuff, possibly to retrieve his items that I believe that was left behind at the hotel. Um, no objection to no contact or no violent contact. Again, we would ask for a signature bond, otherwise we would ask for the lowest possible bond in this case.
All right, I will give him a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial. And that will be a level 2. Was the recommendation from pretrial. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. No further I don't know, I don't remember what it said about the contact with the other one.
There's just no violent contact.
No further violent contact. I guess he can get a one-time escort back to the hotel to get his belongings. I don't know if they're still there or not. And I guess, and let me have him to take 4 anger awareness courses through pretrial. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Anything else?
Your Honor, I just want to ask, is phone reporting allowed since he does not live in the state of Georgia?
Oh, that's right. Yes.
But he does need to understand he need to report the first time.
Before he leaves town.
Yes, Your Honor.
Gotcha.
Does he receive a date to do so, or can he just arrange it himself, or how does that work?
I think it's 24 hours of release he needs to report. They'll give him that information for pretrial. Is that right, Ms. Young?
Yes, Your Honor. We just have to put phone reporting since he lives in Minnesota.
But no, I'm saying as far as the initial reporting.
Oh yeah, 24 hours after his release before he leaves.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? So, thank you.
Next is position 19, Miss Joseph.
It says 26 CR 004846G, Dina Joseph. One count of reckless conduct. Pretrial.
You're muted, Ms.
You're on
Stallworth.
mute.
My apologies.
Okay.
She has 11 cycles total, 10 from the state of Florida, 1 from Texas. There's an open case from Houston, Texas for deadly conduct, discharging a firearm. The recommended level is level 2.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. She left a gun outside Grady while she was getting treatment, and reported it stolen. Because obviously you can't bring a gun into Grady. The officer tried to verify if the weapon itself was stolen. I don't have that report back, so I can't say for certain. There's a $5,000 surety already set. I feel that's more than generous in light of the facts, and the various charges that are open out of Texas. We do ask that she stay away from Grady absent in a bona fide emergency. As she said, she was at Grady the day before, but was told to leave because she had a verbal dispute with staff. And we do ask that she forfeit all firearms in her possession, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Your Honor, Miss Joseph is 46 years old. She mentioned to me that she just got to Atlanta about 4 days ago, Your Honor. She's unemployed. She is also residentially challenged. She did graduate from high school, and she did let me know that she is planning to take college classes in the fall. I did speak with her earlier and, made her aware that she can't leave a gun unattended in bushes. She did mention to me that, she went to Grady to be treated and she had chest pains, her legs were swollen. And so, because she couldn't come into Grady with the gun, and because she is residentially challenged, she couldn't put the gun anywhere, I guess, Your Honor. She mentioned that the security officer actually told her to put it in the bush. I'm not sure how accurate or not that is, but I guess she thought it was going to be okay if she left it there because she was told she could put it there. So I'd be asking for the lowest amount of bond, Your Honor, here. I know that it's already set at a 5,000 surety bond. I don't think she'll be able to afford that due to the fact that she is unemployed currently, Your Honor. She has no family in Georgia to help her out. So I'd be asking for the lowest reasonable amount of bond that you can provide here if a signature bond will not be applicable, Your Honor.
Okay. Going to sorry, had a Texas charge with the firearm. When was that, ASG Spear?
I just showed 2025 discharge of a firearm still open. I don't know if Ms. Stallworth has the exact date on it.
One moment. I didn't write it down. I just wrote that it was open.
Client's raising her hand, Ms. Rainford.
Sorry, my computer's moving so slow.
Miss Joseph, you do have the right to remain silent. I would advise that you do not speak. If you do speak, that would be against my wishes and against whichever attorney will represent you in the future. So I'd advise you that you do not speak. I've already represented to the judge your case and what you have told me so far. So I'd advise that you do not speak.
This is in regards to the Texas charges. Is inaccurate. February 20th, 2025, the jury had filed no bill because I was found not guilty for discharging the firearm in my defense. I have no open charges or cases in the state of Houston, Texas. That is inaccurate, and I have documentation that can back it up in the property. No open cases. That is inaccurate. I was found not guilty, no bill by jury. Thank you.
All right, if we can't find it, let's move on. I'm going to leave the surety bond in place, 5,000, mainly because there's no contacts with Georgia. 4 days ago, she's been in Georgia, and I guess no employment. I will order a social worker visit with the resources for being residentially challenged. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And stay away from Grady unless she has treatment. But, I usually say stay away altogether. But I guess unless it's an emergency, there's nowhere else to go. People at Grady
Your
have to
Honor,
know. Yes.
I'm sorry. It was October 14th of 2025 for the disposition. It just says held on the GCIC.
Okay.
I thought it was still open.
All right. Regardless, it's a close in time charge. So as I was saying, $5,000 surety bond. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. She has the gun. She's turned over to the sheriff's department while she's on bond. And no other interaction at Grady or with their employees unless she has to receive emergency treatment from them, but not walking around Grady at all. Stay away from there. And I think that is it. I did say social worker visit, and that's it.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused, please?
Yes, you may. Thank you. See you next time.
Okay.
All right.
All right, number 17, Mr. Jacobs.
Xavier Jacobs, 26 CR 004842C, pretrial.
We have 5 cycles total. There's an active one from
Can hear you. Start over
There's
again.
five cycles. There's an active warrant out of Gwinnett County for forgery. Date of that warrant is September 23rd of 2025. There's an active warrant from Statesboro, Georgia for probation violation. Date of that warrant is November the 7th of 2025. He's currently on probation for case number 23 SC 191610 for forgery 3rd degree, 14 counts of it. There's a 2024 FTA out of Bullock County, recommended level 3. Nothing further.
Your Honor, we're asking for $5,000 cash on this. No further contact with the victim, Yvette Gillis. Stay away from both her resident and the incident location at 126 Renaissance Parkway. That is an Airbnb. 12 anger management, forfeit, all firearms. This is a danger assessment score of 16. We have spoken to the victim. I don't show, I'll have to double check because I don't have a note about what she said about stay away and no further contact. On July 18th, the victim walked into the Zone 6 precinct, showed the black eye that she had received from the officer, saying that the defendant had punched her in the face, hit her in the arms and legs, and had several bruises to show. After that, they went to defendant's house, where she called her family. They helped her get out of the house and go to the police station.
Please mute yourself.
Let's see. She provided more evidence of previous altercations, including something that happened in April 11th, and then again another incident on May 23rd. So we have several photographs, including a bruising on her leg, the black eye, the bite marks, and some scratches. As pretrial already mentioned, he has several warrants, an open county case and a 2024 FTA. Based on this totality of circumstances, we feel that $5,000 cash is the appropriate bond, the no further contact, the stay away, forfeit all firearms, and 12 anger management. I do see Miss Gillis, if we could sound for her, Your Honor.
Okay. Miss Gillis,
Hi, I'm here.
I need to be able to see you. All right, do you wish to answer a few questions for me?
Yes.
All right, raise your right hand so I can swear you in first. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, put your hand down for me. Are you in fear of Mr. Jacobs?
Yes.
You want to have any further contact with him right now?
No.
Okay. All right, that's all I have. You can mute yourself and continue listening in. All right. P.D. Ponder?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Jacobs is 25 years old. He's a lifelong resident of Atlanta, Georgia. He lives with his mom, his brother, and sister here in the metro Atlanta area. He's a high school graduate from Maynard Jackson High School. Gainfully employed, currently working security. Doesn't receive a great amount in income, so it would be difficult for him to post a bond, especially a bond in the amount of $5,000 cash bond. That in effect would work to Mr. Jacobs' detriment as no bond. He doesn't have any violent history that I believe. There are a few issues from um, other parts of Georgia that, as far as the FTA, that he didn't receive notice. Is my understanding, and since um, received the notice or rectified that situation. Um, Due to his ties to the community, his history, well, non-violent history, we have no objection to a stay away and no contact order. We would ask for the lowest possible bond if the court is not inclined to allow a signature bond, um, a bond in that amount, possibly a $1,000 surety or even a $5,000 surety, but we would ask for there to not be a $5,000 cash bond in this case, Your Honor.
All right. And I see the state is asking for a cash bond. Had there been a previous case with the same victim?
We don't have the criminal history, Your Honor. We do have the reports from the victim and the photographic evidence to support her claims.
And my question was there a previous case with the same victim?
There's no, I don't show any arrest or conviction on family violence previous to this, no. At least not at this time. I don't know what's going to happen with the other two allegations.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going to order a $12,000 surety bond. With that $12,000 surety bond is a stay away from Miss Gillis, meaning her address, work, home. And I don't know if Miss Gillis wants to put that in the chat. It says that it was an Airbnb was where this incident occurred.
That's correct, Your Honor. The 126 Renaissance. I was just pulling up to see if I could get her personal address and give it to Miss Grace if I had it in Odyssey. If not, I will have our victim advocate reach out and get it from her.
All right, Miss Gillis.
Yes, ma'am.
The incident occurred at an Airbnb where you do not reside.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you speak to someone from the solicitor's office and give them your home address?
No, I haven't. Not as of right now.
Okay. Are you chatting to her directly, ASG Spear?
I am right now. I'm sending a message.
Okay, ASG Spear, our assistant solicitor, is sending you a direct chat.
Okay.
We'll put the address in there and then we'll give it to our case manager, litigation manager. All right, so Mr. Jacobs is to be 200 yards away or 2 football fields away from Miss Gillis. He's to have no further contact with her, surrender any firearms or guns that he may have in his possession to the sheriff's department immediately. He is to have no contact with her through third parties, email, or anything. He's to have no contact with her, not through social media. Don't post about it. Don't put anything there. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I believe that's it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And if you have number 18, Mr. Jeter.
Huh?
Excuse me, Your Honor, before
Yeah.
you go to the next position, position 5 is going to be a medical mental health reset.
Okay.
If it's possible, if an attorney can come out that's doing Wednesday, if somebody can come out and probably see her, it will be appreciative.
All right. And that's Nyla Cannon, correct?
Correct. It will help if someone come out to speak to her. If they can go ahead and send a social worker, and that way they can see and make the work things
Recommendation.
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. We're back to, is it 18?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. 26 CR 004844Y Charles, or Desmond Charles Jeter. Pretrial.
Yes, no prior history, recommended UJR jail.
Okay. Date.
Yes, Your Honor. I was just looking to see if I could see my my victim, Jillian Holcomb. Officer Jillian responded to a call at 605 McGill Park Drive on the 18th, where the victim said that the defendant and she had been drinking and got into a fight. At that point, they returned to the apartment. Defendant threw up, which upset the victim. Then he shoved her into a wall, causing injury to her back and severe pain. She requested EMS on scene to evaluate her. We are asking for a $3,000 surety. No further contact with the victim, Jillian Holcomb. Stay away from the incident location at 605 McGill Park Drive. And we'll defer to the court as to how many anger management courses he may. We would like him to start FVIP, but we understand that's usually a sentencing tool, so we'll defer to the court. No drugs, alcohol, or weapon while on bond. Thank you.
All right. Stevie Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Jeter is 28 years of age. He's been living here in Georgia for the past 3 years. He does reside with Ms. Holcomb, and uh, yeah, him and her, they do live together. He has some college experience. He is a graduate of high school. Right now, he works as uh, a legal researcher. Um, at this time, it may be difficult for him to post a significant bond in any amount. Um, with his history, his ties to the community, him not having any FTAs, no violent history, I believe this is a one-off event. He did explain to me that it is somewhat of a misunderstanding from when the officer arrived and took the count from both parties. Um, he would definitely want to be released so that he could prepare his defense in this case. For those reasons, Your Honor, we would ask for a signature bond We also, being that the two do live together, we would ask that there be a no violent contact. I understand that there is a need, a want for the cool down period. However, it's my understanding again that, this was sort of a misunderstanding. I don't believe that there's any, fear or resentment from the party, between the parties. And again, for those reasons, we would ask for a signature.
I'm going to order $3,000 surety bond. I just wonder about Mr. Jeters. What did you tell me about his contacts in Georgia? He's not from Georgia, or he is from Georgia?
He is not from Georgia, but he's been here the past 3 years. His family is here. I mean, he lives here with his girlfriend. He is a college graduate. I mean, a high school graduate, has some college experience. No FTAs, no prior history. Not a threat, but does work here in the area. So he does have the ties here. Don't believe he's a flight risk in any way. And again, for those reasons, we would ask for
Then what was the relationship, girlfriend? They were living together, correct?
That's correct. That's correct. He is the head of that household, paying the utilities bills there as well.
Has the state had contact with that victim?
Let's see. Yes, all she said was she has a sore back, does not require additional medical attention. She will be set up on the Vine network to notify when defendant is released. She wanted to be on Zoom. They will have a conversation if and when he's released. That's the only thing she told us.
Yeah, he's on the way back now.
And so and with that consideration, Your Honor, again, it seems that she is open to having the conversation with them. Again, that's why we would ask that there be no violent contact so that he can return. Just work out any issues or have any discussion that may be needed.
Well, I don't want to, impute anything to the victim, Your Honor, but that conversation could just as easily touch me again. You'll get a frying pan upside the head. I don't necessarily think that being open to a conversation means that reconciliation is in the works.
All right. Short time in Georgia for 3 years, but I will, as long as he doesn't go back to stay with this victim, I will give him the signature bond through pretrial for $3,000, 5 anger awareness courses, no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. He is to stay away from Miss Julian, is it Holcomb? Have no further contact with her at this time. He will be at a level 1. And I think that's it. Anything else?
Yes, Your Honor, so that we would ask that there be a no violent contact. Again, I understand the concern raised, but again, they do live together, and he doesn't have any other place that he could go currently at the moment.
Right. Well, he needs to find someplace else to go. This just happened. I need the cooling down period. Don't like some of the allegations I'm hearing. So stay away, no further contact.
Yeah, my car's there, I live there.
So we be allowed a one-time visit back to the retrieve items.
Yes, I'll do a one-time police escort only to retrieve personal items. All right, anything else? No.
Nothing from the defense.
What did you say?
Nothing from the defense. I'm sorry. Nothing further.
Okay. All right, thank you. Who do we have next, deputies?
23, Mr. Mueller.
Okay.
26 CR 004838B, Gregory Miller. Your trial.
One moment, Your Honor. You said Miller?
Yes, Gregory Miller.
He has 49 cycles total. There's an open case 26 SC 000049 for theft by shoplifting. Another open case 24 SC 005847 terroristic threats and acts and criminal trespass. There's a 2025 NOLO out of the city of Atlanta for theft by shoplifting. 2024 conviction out of DeKalb County for theft by taking. A 2023 NOLO out of Avondale Estates for driving while license suspended or revoked. A 2021 conviction out of DeKalb County for willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. A 2025 conviction out of Fulton for stalking family violence. A 2024 conviction out of Fulton for simple assault family violence and terroristic threats and acts. A 2024 conviction out of Fulton for DUI. 2021 out of DeKalb for purchase, possession, manufacture, distribution, or sale of marijuana. 2019 theft by shoplifting out of DeKalb. 2019 NOLO giving false name out of DeKalb. 2017 theft by shoplifting from DeKalb, and a 2017 willful obstruction also out of DeKalb. And then there are 4 other convictions outside of the 10-year period. There are several FTAs: 2025 Fulton, 2024 DeKalb, 2023 Fulton, 2023 Avondale Estates, 2020 DeKalb, 2019 DeKalb, and 2 2016 FTAs from DeKalb. The recommended level is level 4.
All right.
Your
Right.
Honor, it appears that on July the 18th, he went to the Foot Locker at 3170 Greenbrier Parkway Southwest in Fulton County. He stole 3 hats worth about $170, shoved them down his pants. Was the method of concealment. The court has heard his significant history, the open cases, including an open FTA. State's recommendation is for a surety would be for $2,500 each. So that would be for a $5,000 surety. In light of his exhaustive history, stay away again from the Foot Lockers, which he's already been told to stay away and been convicted of prior shoplifting there. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. Thank you.
Okay. All right. PD Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Miller is 52 years old, lifelong resident of Atlanta, Georgia. He currently resides with his sister and his niece. He was working, had been laid off, and is set to have an interview with UPS this coming Wednesday. He is a 12th grade, a graduate from Darrell High School, significant ties to the community. We would ask, due to him not working and not being able to post a bond in any amount, we would ask for the lowest possible bond in this case, possibly a $50 cash bond, possibly, or $1,000 surety, 500 on each charge. Again, as any bond in this amount would affect work as no bond. Again, for those reasons, we would ask for the lowest possible in this case, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to order the $4,500 surety bond. That's 2,500 on the theft and 2,000 on the criminal trespass, or 4,500. Stay away from the incident location, and no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Anything else?
No, nothing from defense. Thank
Thank you.
Bill number 4, Mr. Birch.
You said 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
you.
26 CR 004828D, Armia Birch. Or Maya. Retrial?
There's one prior arrest. There's an open case out of the city of Atlanta for disorderly conduct. 2 other open cases, both out of the city of Atlanta. One for passenger station conduct rules, and the other one is unlawful to remain on streetcar. Recommended level 3.
Your Honor, on July 18th, while patrolling the station, an officer observed her evade the fare by jumping the gate. Once approached, the defendant was instructed to stop, but instead he kept walking away. Then he intentionally grabbed and pushed the officer, causing a small gash. He has a current bond of $3,000. We are recommending the same.
Surety bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. PD Ponder?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Birch is 19 years old. He's a lifelong resident of Atlanta, Georgia. Currently, he is residentially challenged. He had been living with his mother, but due to family issues, that was no longer available to him. Um, he is somewhat newly residentially challenged, so he is trying to figure everything out. He had explained to me that he had been traveling he's been trying to obtain his ID so that he could try to apply for work. He was also trying to get to Inman Park to go to the food pantry because he was trying to get something to eat. Right now, obviously, he's not working, as I stated. It's been difficult for him in his young life, but he is trying to get on the right track. I explained to him the importance of not going to MARTA and evading there, obviously. Um, but again, he won't be able to post any bond. This bond would, in effect, result in a no bond for him. We do think he could benefit from a social worker visit for housing. Um, for reasons above, having no history, we would ask for a signature bond in this case.
I'm going to stay with the preset 3,000 surety. I'm not for sure what that breakdown is.
Oh, I'm sorry. It would be 1,000 for each count. Fair evasion, simple battery against a police officer, and willful obstruction.
All right, 1,000 for each, 3,000 surety. Stay away from MARTA.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
No
And-
drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Yes.
And we would ask if you could reconsider a signature bond again. He has no one that could post on his behalf. He has no means to post the bond. Again, this is I don't believe there were any prior convictions, no fatal appears, we would have to consider a signature bond on this case, Your Honor, or reconsider.
Well, he has that one part of the city disorderly. I may change it to a signature bond through pretrial so it can be monitored. Give him a social worker visit. Level 3 was their recommendation. So let's do a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial.
It was level 4, Your Honor.
What was recommended?
The level 4 for Miller.
Oh, level 4 was the recommendation?
Oh, wait, no, sorry. This is Birch. My apologies. It's level 3. You're correct.
Birch. Okay. Birch, level 3. All right. Yes, level 3 is to stay away from MARTA. Find other means of transportation. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Okay.
Thank
Uh-huh.
Item number 7, Mr. Early.
This is 26 CR 004820H. Is it Toriano Early?
Yes.
All right. Pre-trial?
He has 9 cycles total. There is a 2019 conviction from Fulton for failure to obey traffic control device and a 2018 conviction out of Fulton for basic rules, too fast for conditions. There's a case that's currently under judicial hold.
Not hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
He has a current case. Did you hear the 2018 conviction?
No.
The 2018 conviction out of Fulton for basic rules, too fast for conditions.
Oh,
And did you get the 2019 one?
yes.
Okay. He has a current case under judicial hold, case number 12 SC 114184 for criminal damage to property, second degree, and terroristic threats. And then there's a 2011 out of Clayton and a 2010 out of Clayton, both driving with the license while license suspended or revoked, recommended level 2.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. The charge here is just the singular simple battery family violence. Officers were dispatched on July 18th to Arcadia Apartments for a delayed family violence incident. I believe it happened the previous day. This is a parent-child conflict. The juvenile was struck in the face by her father, the defendant, and was complaining of facial pain. There's no visible injuries, but she communicated that she thought maybe her tooth had been cracked, or I think she had a previous dental issue that she thought was further cracked, and then additional teeth that were cracked. However, we don't have any medical records to confirm that. We couldn't get in touch with that victim today. Considering that most of his background is driving infractions, yes, there's the terroristic threats I saw from 2012. I mean, it's been a while. He did have a previous simple battery family violence arrest in 2008. He doesn't currently have a bond. We're recommending a $2,000 surety bond, no contact with the victim, and family violence intervention.
Okay. Rudy Bonder?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Early is 39 years old, lifelong resident of Atlanta, Georgia. He currently resides with his wife and 4 kids, 3 of which he had taken custody of his sister's children. He also has 2 biological children that he also has and has in their life as well. He has some college experience. He's a South Atlanta graduate. Currently works for Hero. Has been there for a while. He is gainfully employed. Certifications in forklift, CPR, first responder, has significant ties to the community, and to provide a little context with this situation without divulging too much information. This is his firstborn child who had originally been living with her mother. Um, Her mother, I guess their relationship didn't work out with her, that living arrangement. So he took on the responsibility of saying that the victim could come live with him. Um, She had just graduated high school, and since it has been rocky him trying to be a parent, this was an argument that did escalate. However, he vehemently denies the allegations. He is prepared to, he does want to be released so he can prepare his defense. This was a situation where he is saying that he was defending himself from his child, who has had several issues, as he stated. Again, there has been no recent history. I believe the most recent was a traffic offense from over 7 years ago. Um, we don't think he's a threat to the community. Again, no threat to peers. Um, for these reasons, we would ask for a signature bond, Your Honor. Otherwise, we would ask for the lowest possible bond in this case. We have no objection to a stay away. It's my understanding that the victim has moved back with her mother. So we would ask that he be allowed to return to his home with his wife and kids.
He was saying that the child has gone back to the mother or something.
Yes, Your Honor.
How old is the child?
17.
Graduated this year. I did that.
It looks like he doesn't have any violence in his history. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. None that I recall.
I think they were all driving.
Yes, traffic, fatal bay, too fast for conditions.
Uh, where did you tell me he was working?
For Hero, I believe that's the car service when there's an accident on the highway. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't thinking. I was like, where's Hero? Okay. How long has he been there?
Since December 2024, December 2nd.
Since December 2024.
Correct.
All right, I'm going to give him a $3,500 surety signature bond. That signature bond is going to come through pretrial. I'm going to ask that he take 4 anger awareness courses, and that will be at a level 2. And he is to now the apartments, Arcadia is where he lives. No. Okay, so he can stay away from those apartments.
No objection to a sale from that.
All right, stay away from those apartments. Since this just happened right now, I'm going to order no further contact with the juvenile daughter at this point. Do a cooling down. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. That should do it.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, that's that 21, Mr. DeCarver.
Right. (26 CR 004849H). James McCarver. Retrial.
Moment. He has 48 cycles total, 1 from the state of Michigan. There's a 2021 conviction out of Fulton for aggravated battery He's currently on probation for case number 11 SC 99747 for possession of cocaine. There are 16 convictions outside of the 10-year period. The last date of arrest was August the 31st of 2024 out of Fulton for an FTA. There's a 2011 FTA from the city of Atlanta, 203 FTAs from Fulton, and an 01 FTA, and the recommended level is level 3.
State.
Yes, Your Honor, there's a $1,000 surety already set. We ask that it remain in place. No further contact with Clifford Weems or Edgar Hillsman, and to stay away from the incident location, 982 Ashby Grove. Forfeit all firearms. Will defer to court, or to defense, excuse me, for a social worker visit. Essentially, the officer on the 18th was dispatched to a fight involving a weapon. However, when he got there, the contractor, Clifford Weems, said that he had come out to clean out the abandoned property, which was covered in no trespassing signs. And the defendant and an unknown female were asleep inside one of the bedrooms. He said, "Hey, I'm about to start clearing out this place." The female left. The defendant got up, and Mr. Weems saw the defendant with a pistol in his pocket, and so he called for police, not wanting anything untoward to happen. The officer noted he'd been called to this address multiple times, including the 20th of June. The property owner, Edgar Hillsman, had said that he's had multiple people trespass on this. He's told them all not to come back. Mr. McCarver, the defendant, said that he was at the location to retrieve property that belonged to his brother. When the homeowner arrived, he said he wanted to press charges. The homeowner said that he's encountered the defendant approximately 2 months prior while checking on the property. He said, "Do not return." However, the defendant left property behind. He said, "Okay, you can come get it, but you have to let me know ahead of time so this doesn't happen." He never got contacted. He was asked by the officer after being Mirandized, "Were you told not to return to the property?" The defendant said, "Yes, Mr. Hillsman told me not to return." They did find a 40 caliber Smith & Wesson in a backpack on the porch, but Mr. McCarver, the defendant, denies having that. The pistol was in very poor condition, so they were unable to determine the actual owner or if it was stolen. So again, in light of all circumstances, 1,000 surety remain. No further contact with Clifford Weems or Edgar Hillsman. Stay away from 982 Ashby Grove. Forfeit all firearms and a potential social worker visit. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
All right. PD Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. McCarver is 58 years old, lifelong resident here in 59, I'm sorry, 59 years old, lifelong resident here in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. He currently resides with his stepmother. Right now, he is taking care of her. She's 97 years of age. It's just them two. He works as a appliance repairman for all things furniture. He's been there for 28 years. Um, he has a, GED certification in appliance technology. Um, he would like to be released so that he could return to work and return to assist in helping with his stepmother, again, who is 97, who needs his assistance. Um, he has no money to be able to post a bond. He has no one that he could that will post on his behalf. It would be very difficult and make for a very difficult situation for his stepmother if he remains in jail. There is some context to be provided with the incident. It's my understanding that his brother is the person who had been residing there when he arrived. My client arrived. He spoke to the people, I guess, that were setting out his brother's things. He asked, could he just go in and grab some of the things for his brother? And I guess at that time is when the victim, saw him there and wanted to press charges. Some of the prior, I don't know this, but some of the prior notices and speaking. It may have been primarily with my client's brother, but once the homeowner came there and saw him there, it seems to me that a lot of the prior communications that may have gone to my client's brother were being, I guess, pinned on Mr. McCarver. Again, he was just there to try to help out and pick up the things again. He was told that he could. But as far as reaching out and knowing to notify him when he was arriving, he wouldn't have known it may have been with the brother. So again, for those reasons, Your Honor, with him not being able to post any bond and needing to be released to take care of his elderly stepmother, we would ask for a signature bond in this case. Again, as he is unable to post a bond in any amount. And he's tied to the community. We don't think he's a slight risk.
He has quite a bit of significant history.
Yeah, most of which were, I think most of them were remote. I believe there was a 2021 and a 2024 FTA. But if my client is up to the impression that it wasn't him and he's not.
21 conviction for aggravated battery out of Fulton. That was probably the latest. Oh, the last date of arrest was the FTA in 2024. But as far as convictions,
When was
2021,
The FTA was in what? You went out.
2024.
And you said that was out of Fulton? That was Fulton?
That's Fulton County.
If he's not,
Huh?
if it's not applicable, we would ask for the lowest possible cash bond, Your Honor. Again, it's very difficult for him to post any bond, and he definitely want to be released.
I'm gonna leave it at the 1,000 surety, and maybe he can use the sheriff's 10%. I don't know, but 1,000 surety bond, no further contact with the two victims, and are you the state asking for a stay away from that location?
Yes, Your Honor, 982 Ashby Grove. The defendant has been told multiple times to stay away. It is an abandoned property.
Got it. Stay away, no further contact with the victims, no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
And, Your Honor, we would ask that you could reconsider, he has no means to post any bond and must desperately get back to helping his grandmother, his mother. We would ask that you could reconsider either a city bond or $1 cash bond, $5.
He can't even handle it for this when he comes.
I'm gonna leave it at the 1,000 surety. He's got the 2021 conviction and then the FTA in 2024. That's it.
Yeah, 25, Mr. Newton.
Your Honor, before we move on, did you say 1,000 with the 10% sheriff option?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mhm. I'm sorry, which one, Deputy?
25.
Oh, okay. Is 26 CR 004840J, Joseph Newton, pretrial.
He has 4 cycles total. There's a 2022 conviction out of Fulton for criminal trespass, recommended level 2.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, this appears to have occurred in February of 2025. This happened at 1175 Peachtree Street Northeast, which is the victim in the case is listed as Colony Square in Midtown. But there is also a victim, Eric Romero, who is also listed. He's the security guard at this location, and appeared the defendant was known to that establishment as a person who had been previously trespassed and warned to stay off the property. At this point in time, he was asked to leave. He refused to leave. And instead of leaving, he started a fight and started a wrestling situation with the security officer. Mr. Newton had been previously banned from the property and continued. They want him to have no further contact with Mr. Romero and to stay away from the location, as they've told him numerous times before. I believe it says that there's a $1,500 surety, but I don't know how it's broken down. I'd have to look that up, and that the bond would remain the same. So let me look and see if that's for each offense or just for each of them, for both of them. The computer's gonna.
Your Honor, I think it's for each of them, is what I saw on the pull sheet.
1,800 each?
1,500 each is what I saw on the.
Oh, 1,500 each.
Yes. But
All
Mr.
right.
Newton is 32 years old. He's been in Georgia for a year or two. He mentioned to me earlier, he said that he's currently not doing any paid work. He's only volunteering. He did graduate from high school in North Carolina, and that he also mentioned to me that he went to technical college for welding in North Carolina as well. He did mention to me that he's not going to be able to afford any type of bond, Your Honor, due to the fact that he is not working, or rather not getting paid for his work that he's currently doing. He's only volunteering. So I'd be asking for the lowest reasonable amount of bond for him. Your Honor, if a signature bond is not applicable, if a signature bond is not applicable, Your Honor, I would ask that the surety bond remains set, or if you're able to lower it, Your Honor.
I will lower it a little bit, 1,000 on each, so I'll make it 2,000. Surety. And I guess he can see if he can get into the sheriff's 10%. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I think there's still a stay away. And I don't remember about the victims or not from the state.
Yes, Eric Romero.
Okay, no further contact with the victim.
Excuse me, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Judge,
I'm sorry?
can you repeat the total amount and break the bond down for me again, please?
1,000 for each. Total of 2,000. Surety. Shares 10%. Stay away from the incident location. No further contact with the victim. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Judge, what level for the 10%?
What level? There's no level for
Ms. Grace, it doesn't matter if she doesn't call it out, they'll just put it at a level 1.
Okay.
The jail will.
Yeah.
So do you want that level 1, Judge?
I have Mr. Jordan here.
Oh, I think they recommended level. Say that, Mr. Jordan?
So the 10% program is a pretrial release program.
Right. And I think they recommended level 2. That's what I wrote in my notes.
Okay.
Correct, level 2.
Uh-huh.
And then we got 22, Mr. Meadows, also a conflict case.
Mr. Meadows, do you wish to go forward today and represent yourself?
I don't even know what charge this is. I'm facing two crimes. I got a murder case and I got
No. This is a misdemeanor. 26 CR 004837Y. You're charged with one count of criminal trespass, damage to property, second count of simple battery, family violence, and third count obstructing or hindering a person making emergency telephone call.
I don't even know about that case. I don't even know nothing about it.
Okay, let's reset him till Wednesday. Who do you want to sign him to, Chanel?
What position is this?
22.
I'll put him with Mr. Murphy.
All right. We're going to assign you an attorney and he'll come and speak to you and represent you for
All right.
Wednesday. Okay, thank you.
All right, 26, Mr. Oliver.
This is 26 CR 004841E, Alfonso Oliver.
He has 15 cycles total. There is an active warrant out of Covington for assault. Date of that warrant is July the 30th of 2025. There is an open case from East Point for driving while license suspended or revoked. There's a 2025 conviction out of DeKalb County for battery. There's a 2018 NOLO out of Conyers for possession of marijuana less than an ounce. A 2019 conviction out of Spalding County for criminal trespass. A 2018 conviction out of Fayette County for possession of marijuana less than an ounce. And a 2016 first offender out of DeKalb County for burglary first degree and criminal damage to property second degree. There's a 2019 FTA out of Spalding County, and the recommended level is level 3.
All right.
Was this Alfonso Oliver? My apologies.
Yes, Alfonso.
Okay. I just realized it was two Olivers. I just wanted to make sure.
I did too.
Oh,
just
is it?
when you said
Oh,
it.
I didn't pay attention. Oh, Tyrone, the next one. Okay. This is 26, Alfonso Oliver.
Yes, Your Honor. Our bond recommendation is the $3,500 surety bond. This happened on July the 18th at 2450 Old National Parkway in College Park. It appears he was parked there and officers at that location. I'm not sure what location, what's there on that property, but he was told to leave if he wasn't a registered guest. He didn't move, so the officer exited his vehicle and again asked him to leave, but he did not speak to him or comply. So the officer opened the door, gave him commands to step out of the vehicle, and once he exited, the defendant, he asked him for his name and he didn't, the name that he gave him didn't return any results. He did not provide other identification. The officer was not able to confirm his identity when he tried to cuff him. Then he yelled no and attempted to flee on foot. He was forced to the ground. There was a taser that was deployed. The defendant got up again and ran in spite of the taser, and another officer in his patrol vehicle chased him until another taser was deployed that stopped him. So the bond recommendation is for a $3,500 bond, surety based on this incident and his prior prior FTAs and things of that nature, and his failure to comply with the officers. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Oliver, Your Honor, is 30 years old. He does have a good mailing address, his grandmother's residence. He's been in Georgia all his life. He mentioned to me that he currently does freelance work at a steel mill. So it's contract based. He went through the 11th grade of high school, Your Honor. He mentioned to me today also that this whole situation was a big misunderstanding because he was actually sleeping in the car at the time. And when he awoke, he was confused as to what was going on, Your Honor. And because of that, that's why he didn't want to provide any information to the officer. But I made him aware that he, next time, if something does happen like that, just to comply so that, you don't get into any incidents or, you know, so he does have a Newton County hold, Your Honor. So because of that, I'd be asking for a lower bond than the 3,500 that is being requested. I would ask for nothing more than $1,000 surety bond, Your Honor. I mean, it is just a willful obstruction. There wasn't any violence here, and it seems to me like it was a misunderstanding, as he stated to me, Your Honor.
All right. What, well, I could, release him to his hold in Covington. So it would be a $3,500 surety bond through pretrial to be released to his hold, and if not, it would revert back to a surety bond. They don't come and get him.
Wait, can you repeat that again, Your Honor? You were breaking up.
Oh, $3,500 surety bond to be released to his hold in Covington. Would be through pretrial because of the obstruction charge. And if they don't come and get him, then it would be a surety bond.
So what,
Sometimes
500 signature bond, Your Honor?
So,
Then
Your Honor, I'm sorry, Judge Bench, for interrupting. That makes it kind of difficult. So you want to do SOB jail to the whole?
yes,
Okay, and are we doing Alfonso or Oliver?
Alfonso.
Alfonso, okay. So it'll be 3,500 SOB jail to the whole.
Right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. No further contact, I guess, with the officer. And I think that was all the state was.
Contact or no further contact, and what's the officer's name, Judge?
I don't know. State. I didn't write it down.
Because I didn't say it.
Oh, that could be why. That good.
I'm looking at notes and I did not see a
the
person's
name.
name on here.
Oh no.
Probably
Okay,
because
well,
there's so
good. I
many,
didn't hear it.
yeah, if they put
Okay.
with law enforcement or not. But I did have a question because this is an obstruction, which is a
Obstruction, I think, is restricted.
it's a restricted. Can you release it through the jail? Can you do the pretrial?
Not supposed to.
Okay.
Says it must go through pretrial. So then I would actually, if I have to take him through pretrial, and I don't know, Covington may want him, then I would have to leave it as a surety bond and see what happens. I mean, what do you recommend, State? You recommended a surety.
Okay.
Sorry that to go back and forth with it.
Right.
You can't be through the jail, Miss Young. So I'll just leave it at a surety has 15 cycles. It's got that 2025 battery out of the cab. I'm gonna leave him at a $3,500 surety.
And no other conditions, correct?
We'll just say no further violent contact with any officers. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Sorry about that, everybody.
All right, this is 29, Mr. Tisdale.
Your Honor, I do apologize. I didn't know it was obstruction. I do apologize.
We all probably delirious by this time. We've been together so many days for so long.
Yes, ma'am. I'm
We
sorry.
have. I know it's Evans battle. We've been together every day almost. All right, who do we have next?
29, Mr. Tisdale.
Okay. This is you said Tisdale.
Yes.
Okay. This is 26 CR 004847E Monticello Tisdale. Pretrial.
He has 27 cycles total, multi-state interaction, 1 from North Carolina, 22 from South Carolina, 3 from the feds. There's an open case, 25 SC 005600 for aggravated stalking, robbery by sudden snatching, and criminal trespass. And there are 10 other convictions outside of the 10-year period, recommended level 3.
Right.
Yes, Your Honor, this happened July the 19th. And it looks like I might have too many numbers in this address, but I have 56680 Feldwood Road in College Park. The victim in the case is Catherine Delgado, who indicated that they were arguing, and the defendant indicated that she had thrown bleach on him, his face, clothing, eyes, and the officer indicated that they did observe a strong odor of bleach on his clothing and in the residence in general, but did not observe any redness, irritation, or other signs of injury to the defendant. Excuse me, as if it had been thrown in his face. The victim says that they were arguing and she happened to have bleach in her hands. She was going downstairs or something and had the bleach in her hands. He became verbally aggressive and grabbed a gold vase, raised it over his head, and yelled that he would crack her effing head open while advancing toward her and threatened to kill her. She indicated she ran and locked herself in the bedroom and called 911. There was some video evidence to support the allegation. Our bond recommendation, in light of his history and particularly the open felony that he has right now in our county, it's $2,500 for the simple assault, $5,000 for the terroristic threats, $7,500 surety, no further contact with Catherine Delgado, and stay away from that location. No firearms, no alcohol, drugs, weapons while out on bond. Thank you.
All right.
Mr. Tisdale is 52 years of age, Your Honor. He has been in Georgia for 5 years. He was in North Carolina before this. He mentioned to me that he won't be able to afford any sort of bond because he did start a business with his girlfriend, Miss Delgado, but has yet to see any revenue from the business, Your Honor, so he won't be able to afford a bond today. He did mention to me that he received his GED and that he also went to York Tech College for welding, Your Honor. I'd be asking that he's not removed from his residence. The incident location is his residence. He pays rent. His name is on the lease, Your Honor. I'd ask that there's no further violent contact with Miss Delgado. It seems like they're still in a relationship, Your Honor. I would ask also for the lowest reasonable amount of bond for him due to the fact that he isn't working and his business isn't generating any revenue, Your Honor, if a signature bond is not applicable here. I would further be asking that if the stay away is granted that you allow him to have a one-time escort to retrieve any belongings that he may need from the residence, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to order $7,500 surety bond, 2,500 on the simple assault, 5,000 on the terroristic threat. Stay away from Catherine Delgado. No, stay away from her residence. And I understand he's paying the rent there, but no further contact with her, first of all. And if he needs to go back to that residence, he can have a one-time law enforcement escort to take him back to get his personal belongings. If they sweep the property and she has moved, then he can stay there. But the officers must determine that. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
To my understanding that, my only charge was, simple assault. The officer said that the terroristic threat and everything else was not gonna be on the ticket. He said, cause he didn't feel like that was, that even happened.
The state may have added a charge. I don't know. You have two charges: simple assault and terroristic threats and acts.
What was the bond amount, Your Honor?
7,500, 2,500 on the simple assault, 5,000 on the terroristic threats.
Thank you, Your Honor. And
Mhm.
that was good. That was a good bond, right?
Correct, surety. But Mr. Tisdale, you need to check with your attorney. They may have added a second charge.
We have number one, Mr. Williams.
Okay. $31 is Dustin Williams, 26 CR 00 4850E. One count of simple assault, pretrial.
7 cycles total, a 2022 conviction out of Cobb County for reckless conduct, a 2022 NOLO out of Marietta for no license on person, and a 2012 NOLO out of Marietta for driving while licensed, suspended or revoked. There's a 2021 FTA out of Cobb County, 2013 FTA from Douglasville, recommended level 1.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, this happened at 4860 Delano Road in College Park. I'm not sure if this is a program, pad place, but it happened on the 19th. The victim is Nicole Owens. She indicated that she was in her room. She and her boyfriend were having a discussion, and that one of the roommates, the defendant, came into the room without knocking. She indicated she had admonished him, about opening up the door without someone giving him permission to come into the room. He became upset, went back to his room, and came back with a firearm. She indicated that he had cocked it and pointed it at her. There was some, based on the officer receipt of information at the time, he charged the simple assault. Based on the information that I had at the time, I went ahead and charged it that way. I don't know whether or not that will at some point change. But our bond recommendation at this particular time is for a $5,000 surety. The bond was set at $1,500 because actually the officer actually charged it as disorderly conduct, and I changed it to simple assault. So the bond recommendation is $5,000 surety, no further contact with the victim. And I would ask that he not be permitted to go back to the location. He would need to stay away from there. The victim indicated that she would like one-time police escort. She would like to be notified. I know that that doesn't always happen, but if possible, if the court arranges for an escort, that she be notified that he's coming to the property location. Did I say her name is Nicole Owens?
Got it.
All right, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Williams is 45 years of age. He does live at the address where the incident allegedly took place. It's a rooming house, he mentioned, so it's a different roommates, Your Honor. He did mention that he lives at the back of the house and she lives at the front of the house. So it seems like there is some distance between them. He did mention to me that he did not do what is alleged in the warrant, Your Honor, that he's denying the allegations. He's been in Georgia all his life. He does have a job at Hertz at the airport, and he is at risk of termination because he was to be at work yesterday and today, and because he has not been able to contact anyone, he most likely will end up losing his job, Your Honor. He did graduate from high school, and he did receive 2 years of some college experience at Atlanta Technical College, Your Honor. I'd be asking that he receives the lowest reasonable amount for it to be frank, remain at the 1,500 that it was originally set at, because I understand that the ASG has upped the charge, but at the end of the day, the judge was able to read the warrant when she granted that surety bond originally, Your Honor. So I would ask that it remain at the $1,500 if anything, and if I would also ask that if he can't receive a signature bond, for it to remain at the 1,500, Your Honor, because a signature bond is more ideal for him due to the fact that he doesn't have anyone to bond him out. He did mention to me also that he's just trying to get back to his job and he does not want to lose his job, Your Honor. So I'd ask that he receive a signature bond due to the circumstances of the situation, Your Honor. But if the signature bond is not applicable, I would ask that it remain at the 1,500 that was previously set by the magistrate judge. And I'm not sure if Your Honor had a chance to look at the warrant, but it does mention that the alleged victim changed her story multiple times to the officer. So I'm not even sure even what happened at the incident, Your Honor. So based on that as well, and he's denying the allegations, I would ask that it remain at $1,500 surety if a signature bond cannot be granted for him.
I don't know if you recall that the state said that the 1,500 surety bond was set for the disorderly conduct charge. And when they upgraded the charge to simple assault is why they're asking to upgrade the bond. I don't know if there's 7 cycles. Did he have any prior violence?
Judge, I did not see, I did look, I didn't see any.
No, it wasn't any
I
violence.
didn't see any violence. I just saw the FTA from 2021 and the one that was prior in 2013. I don't know what the reckless conduct is, or that's from 2022.
Okay. I
And
will go ahead.
Your Honor, I understand that it was upgraded to the simple assault, but at the end of the day, the judge had to read the warrant before he or she granted or set the bond. So even if it was upgraded, they felt like a $1,500 surety was fair, Your Honor. So I would ask that it remain at that if a signature bond can't be granted in his favor.
But I think they thought a 1,500 was fair for disorderly conduct. I think you keep missing that the charge now is a simple assault. And I know it's based on other factors as well. The other factors are more than just that. The charge matters a little bit. But it sounded like he had stable employment he was trying to get back to. So I do recognize that with no other violence, and FTAs in 2021 and 2013 are a little bit remote. I will grant him a $5,000 signature bond. with that signature bond, that I believe a simple assault is not restricted. So, a $5,000 signature bond through the jail. He is to stay away from Nicole Owens and have no further contact with her. And I understand we have issues with the address that, well, it was a rooming house. She's the front, he's the back. He's supposed to stay away from her and be 200 yards. Unfortunately, if he wants a signature bond to get out of jail, he's got to find somewhere else to live because he can't go back there because he would be too close to her. So can he do that?
Mr. Williams, did you hear what the judge said? Will you be able to stay away from the residence?
Yes, I'll be able to stay away because I want to work my job and everything. I was also going to ask you, Your Honor, that will a no violent contact, could I actually like be able to receive that because I go to work from 12 and I don't get back until like 12:30 midnight. While I go to sleep, everybody else is asleep. While I'm sleeping in the morning, everybody else is gone. So I don't never see them at all, period, whatsoever.
Well, I can't do that because you saw her that day with the allegations. You know what I'm getting at? So either take the signature bond and find somewhere else to live to stay away, or you have to have a surety bond and wait until you can work that out. And you got to decide that pretty quickly because a rooming house, I don't know unless this is a 20-room rooming house mansion, that you just wouldn't see. I know what you're saying about your hours, but again, we have to make sure that the victim is safe and that there are not going to be any future incidents. And so to say I don't see her, you saw her at least one time and there was an incident. So we have to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Okay, I take
So,
it.
And Judge, I just want to make sure also that if you're, that that there are conditions in relationship to him not having any further contact and staying away. I was thinking that through the jail, you would not be placing those, any specific conditions, on that.
Mr. Jordan, I can still give him the conditions even if it's through the jail, correct?
Just,
I'm-
Mr. Jordan is not on.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Jordan is not on, and
Oh. Well, I can
Jordan
still
is
give
not on.
restrictions with it. The jail is just a matter of, whether he gets out quicker or not, as far as signing his own bond, basically. But I can still give restrictions because look, I hate to tell you, it's on the form. So they're going to
all
check
right
them.
then. I just want to make sure that those conditions are there because
No, I'm still giving
I know that there
conditions.
was
Yeah.
victim had indicated she just felt some intimidation by the officer questioning her in front of the defendant and all of that. So,
Right.
I just want to make sure that there are conditions in relationship to her.
Okay. No, I definitely still do that. Miss Grace, the conditions would be that he needs to stay away from the incident location. He needs to have no further contact with the victim, Nicole Owens. Got to stay 200 yards away from her. I will allow him to have a one-time police escort back to that location to get his personal belongings. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Did I leave out anything, State?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay. There's a question about your bond, Mr. Williams. I need to move on. What's your question?
So once I leave here today, then I'll have to find somewhere else to go, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And you can go back and get your belongings, but you have to arrange to do that with the police escort. If you go back by yourself, she can call the police and have you rearrested.
Understand.
So you understand that. You got to arrange to have the police meet you there, be there when you get your belongings. And you got to do it quickly because they're not going to wait all day. If you just have a room, hopefully you can get your things together pretty quickly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
I'm going to waive the cases. Now start with number 6, Mr. Daniel.
Okay. You said position 6, Mr. Daniel?
Yes.
Okay. 26 CR 004822E Tavares Daniel.
He has 51 cycles. There's an active warrant out of Fulton for a probation violation. Date of that warrant is October the 30th of 2025. There is an open case from Doraville for disorderly conduct and giving false name. He's currently on probation. Case number 24 SC 000111 out of Fulton for burglary first degree. There's a 2023 conviction out of Fulton for simple battery, and there's a 2021 conviction out of Fulton for theft by taking, criminal trespass, and obstruction, and a 2017 out of Clayton County for driving while license suspended or revoked, criminal trespass, theft by receiving stolen property, and theft by taking, a 2024 disorderly conduct from Fulton, 2017 theft by shoplifting from DeKalb, 2018 out of Fulton for possession of methamphetamine and theft of lost mislaid property, as well as the 2017 theft by taking out of Fulton. There are 8 other convictions outside of the 10-year period and several FTAs, 2025 DeKalb, 2 2024s out of Fulton, 2 2017 FTAs out of DeKalb, and a 2012 out of Fulton, recommended level 4.
Your Honor, this is a criminal trespass case. On July 18th, officers were dispatched to MARTA Buckhead Station in regard to a person wayside. Officers detained Mr. Daniel to further investigate, and then he spontaneously uttered, "I know what I did was wrong. I just went down there to get my breeze card." I believe going wayside is being on the tracks themselves and outside of the train.
Did my facial expression show I didn't know what that meant? Because I was going to ask, what does that mean? Okay, thank you for explaining that. I appreciate it.
No worries. Not to belabor pretrial's facts, but he also had a 2023 conviction of battery and burglary in 2025, a conviction. I don't see a current bond on this, but we're recommending a $4,000 surety bond.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Petey Ponder, did you know what that meant?
Well, no. No, but he told me
I had some thoughts about it, and it wasn't those thoughts, but I'm glad she cleared it up for us. Thank you.
But Mr. Daniel is 47 years old, lifelong resident of Atlanta, Georgia. Right now he lives with his aunts in Decatur. He currently is not working due to his unemployment. He would not be able to post any bond as he has no income right now. He has a high school GED. I'm sorry, he has a GED. He also has a certification in welding. He would like to be released and again start to that 34 employment. Want to put all of this behind him. For those reasons, we would ask for the lowest possible bond in this case, as $4,000 surety bond would in effect work as no bond for Mr. Daniel.
Okay, he has terribly a lot of cycles and a lot of history here. I'm going to give him that $4,000 surety bond because of his history. With that surety bond, he is to stay away from the MARTA Buckhead Station.
Yes, ma'am.
And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. I think that's all I can do.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, going number 8, Mr. Ferguson next.
Okay. This is 26 CR 004825G to Tavier Ferguson. Retrial. Oh, you're on mute.
Sorry, my apologies. He has 28 cycles, one from the state of Florida. There's an active warrant out of Statesboro for an FTA. Date of that warrant is April the 30th of 2021. There's a 2024 conviction out of Florida for battery, a 2025 NOLO out of Fulton County for simple battery in a public transit vehicle or station. There's a 2024 conviction out of Fulton for cruelty, third degree, and battery family violence first offense. A 2019 out of Forsyth for simple assault, family violence, and giving false name. And then there are 7 other convictions outside of the 10-year period. There's a 2024 FTA in Fulton, a 2012 FTA out of Troup County, and a 2010 FTA out of Fulton, recommended level 3.
Your Honor, this is a criminal trespass case. On July 18th, the defendant remained on MARTA even though he had had an active suspension from MARTA under a different case number. So essentially he's going back even though he's been criminally trespassed. The current bond is $1,000. Our bond recommendation is a $2,500 surety bond, and stay away from MARTA, just in light of the FTAs and the recent history.
That you're wanting to increase it to
2,500, yes.
Okay.
And the number of cycles, I mean, it's 28 cycles.
Okay. PD Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Ferguson is 36 years old, lifelong resident of Atlanta, Georgia. Currently lives with his aunt here in the Metro Atlanta area. He has 7 kids, ranging age 15 to 5 years old. He currently is explaining to me that he's currently a student in college right now, receiving no income as again he is a student. Right now he's unable to post a bond in any amount. I understand that there was the FTA, I believe from 2021. He explained that that was during COVID. He didn't receive the notice. It was, I believe, out of Bullock County. For that, we would ask for a signature bond, but if the court's not inclined to allow a signature bond, we would ask for the lowest possible bond, or at worst, that it remain as the preset $1,000 surety bond.
All right. With the history that he has, I'm going to increase it to the $2,500 surety bond. With that $2,500 surety bond, he's under active suspension, stay away. And I believe, is it all MARTA?
I believe so.
Because I didn't hear a particular station.
Right.
So let's stay away from all MARTA. Since he's on active suspension anyway. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I believe that's it.
And you know, would you consider maybe just an increase to $2,000? It was 1,000 said they asked for 2,500. Could we meet in the middle, somewhat? Not even the middle, but because again, it's going to be difficult for him to make any.
All right. We can do 2,000. Miss Grace, you can change it to 2,000. 2,000 surety.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Who do be putting
I'm
in
calling out the wrong person. Ms.
No,
Young.
no, it's Miss Grace, but I be putting in her bond orders. I just forgot who he was on. I did it so fast.
It's okay. We're on Ferguson.
Ferguson, okay, 2,000. Okay, thank you.
2,000. Yes, thank you.
All right, going 24, Mr. Mills.
Okay. This is 26 CR 004839F, Edward Mills, one count of criminal trespass. Pretrial?
He has 69 cycles total. He has a 2025 NOLO out of Clayton County for criminal trespass. Two of those, actually, two separate charges, but both 2025 NOLOs. I'm sorry, three. And then there's a 2024 NOLO out of Clayton County for criminal trespass, a 2024 conviction out of Clayton for theft by shoplifting, 2021 conviction out of Barrow County for possession of a Schedule II and forgery third degree, 2019 NOLO out of Clayton County for criminal trespass, 2017 conviction out of Fulton for criminal trespass, 2016 conviction out of Clayton for criminal trespass, 2016 NOLO out of Clayton for theft by shoplifting and criminal trespass. There are 3 open cases out of Fulton, all criminal trespass. First case number is 26 CR 001209F. The next is 26 CR 00209F 91F. And the next is 26 CR 003192F. He's currently on probation for criminal trespass, case number 26 CR 00439F. And there's another open case, 25 SC 007358 for entering auto and theft by taking. There are 14 other convictions outside of the 10-year period, several FTAs, 2025 out of Clayton, 2023 Fulton, 2017 City of Atlanta, 09 Fulton, and 03 Fulton, recommended level 3.
All right. State?
I was trying to see the screening to see if there was a bond already listed with that significant history, certainly a surety bond. He went on to the property at 232 Forsyth, which is Greyhound. And he had been issued a criminal trespass on May the 16th of 2026. And so after he May the 16th of 2026, and this happened on May the 18th of 2026. It says after he left after PD. He left after police confronted him and came back and was harassing customers and begging for money. Not even 10 minutes later, after being asked to leave from the property. So the bond recommendation that she has here is for 3,500. I was asking what was the already set because my computer wouldn't let me get to Odyssey.
Okay. You have it, Attorney Rainford?
I think.
Or does he not have a preset?
What was preset was 1,000, but what I was gonna say is, he was on the competency calendar as recent as July 2nd, Your Honor.
Oh,
So I would
okay.
be asking for us to just place him back on the next competency calendar, which I believe is this Thursday. I don't know if he'll be able to get on the one for this Thursday, but if we could just place him on the next competency calendar and leave the 1K set surety bond for him.
Okay.
Is he already? I see those open cases. None of those are on a C calendar.
Which cases, sorry?
I have that he has 1, 2, 3, or 3 or 4 pending cases already. 2026 criminal trespass. Well, it actually says ×4. Doesn't
I
he
think
already?
if I'm not mistaken, he's already had those first appearance.
Okay.
Because he was literally released last week and then got rearrested. So that's why I'm asking for him to be placed back on the competency calendar to see what can be done there.
All right.
I don't know, Miss Grace, do you know if there's room to place him on the next competency calendar or the one after?
Your Honor, he can go on the competency calendar. We talking about Oliver, correct?
Yes.
No,
No,
we're
no, no,
talking
No,
about
we're talking
Edward
about
Mills.
Edward Mills.
Edward Mills, I'm sorry. Edward Mills
On the 30th, he will be
on
in the
the 30th.
30th.
Yeah, he'll be on the
Okay.
30th.
All right, let's do that, July 30th.
Hold
And hopefully, Miss Grace, they can get all of his cases on there, since it looks like he has some other open cases.
Yes, ma'am, that's what we'll do.
Okay.
So we didn't do Edward Mills?
that's what we're
Yeah,
doing
that's what we're
now.
on now.
Oh my God, and then I didn't put the wrong bond order in for somebody.
I
Oh,
think you put
Okay,
it in
I'll put them on,
for,
I'll put all these cases on comp. Okay.
for position
right.
20. They haven't called that yet, so I guess that's what you probably did, Ms. Young. Thank
No,
you.
what I did was I put Edwards, I thought I had Edwards bill for the Edward Mills
The
one.
one that we just
Don't
did.
pay me attention. Don't pay, I got it together now.
So are we leaving the bond as the preset 1,000 but still going to the compensate?
Yes.
Okay, so let me put all these cases on the comp calendar.
Right.
Okay. I clicked on the wrong person, y'all. I do apologize.
No worries.
I'm so sorry. I got it together now.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. And let's see. Are we done now or oh, no. But other Oliver, Tyrone Oliver, see a waiver too, Deputy 27?
Hey, you may bond.
Oh, he made bond. Okay.
And how about position number 20?
Oh, go back.
What's Edward Mills bond?
1,000 preset, good bond.
1,000?
Yeah.
Okay, and he going to the comp calendar with all this other cases.
We did not do number 20.
Oh, he also bonded out.
Okay, 20 bonded out. Okay, 20, which is Carlos Maurice.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, he bonded out. What else do we have, Miss Grace?
That's it, Judge.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I was advised to get on the Zoom call
Who's
and
speaking? Who's speaking?
Jillian Holcomb.
Okay, I need to see you. Can't talk
Okay.
to people I can't see. Okay,
Sorry.
yes, ma'am.
I was advised to get on the call by the investigator. I think there was some confusion because I didn't know that I was supposed to be on the Zoom call earlier.
Okay, and who are you getting on for?
Desmond Jeter, sorry.
Okay, don't cry. It's okay. Let's see, let's see what happened. HRJ.
It's 18.
That was
Position
18. 18. He's Desmond Charles Jeter.
Yes, that's the one.
Okay, he has a $3,000 signature bond, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you are whom?
His girlfriend.
Oh, okay, so you're not the victim.
I am.
Oh, you are the victim as well. Oh, I
Yes.
see. I wrote it, Julian Holcomb.
Yes.
All right. So he has a $3,000 signature bond. He has to take some anger management courses, 5 of them. And so give him about 24 hours. He's through pretrial, right? Level 1. So he has to report to pretrial. So he'll be getting out roughly about 24 hours. I can't ever guarantee what time the jail will let him out.
Okay, Your Honor, I was just confused because I never got the Zoom link earlier, or I never was contacted by the victim advocate, like when to come on or anything. And so I definitely wanted to like say something. So I just wanted to like, yeah.
I will let you say something. But I'll be honest with you, since I'm giving him a signature bond, he's getting out, but he is to have no further. What was the contract level that I ordered? I did not, for some reason,
For the contact, Judge, and a
no
stay,
further contact
and a stay away.
and a stay away. My feeling with that and my thoughts with that, Ms. Holcomb, is that you need a cooling down period to make sure that you're going to get beyond it. And so then you need to speak to, who is he represented by? PD.
Yes, I
He is
represent,
represented by you, PD Ponder,
well, yeah, I represent him, yes.
today anyway.
Right.
I was going to say then he would contact his attorney to see about applying for a modification
Okay.
once you all have cooled down. But right now, he cannot have any contact with you and he has to stay away from you so we can make sure that things are going to hopefully get better.
Okay, Your Honor. How long is a cool down period?
I can't really tell you. It varies,
Okay.
and I say that, I mean, it maybe a couple of days, a couple of weeks, whatever you all need to work it out, but you're not going to be able to talk to each other to work it out. You're going to have to somehow figure out how you do that. And I guess I don't know if he qualifies for the PDs after that to have a public defender or a private attorney, but you all may have to speak to someone to find out how you need to modify your bond before he violates his bond, because then he could go back to jail if he's around you for violating it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that my voice was kind of heard because like I said, I wasn't given the Zoom call. And then additionally, I told her that I wanted to be in contact with him to figure things out. And I think that was kind of misconstrued because when I called the investigator back, she said that when court was happening, someone said no contact. And I told her on the phone earlier at 9:30 that I wanted to be in contact with him so we could work things out.
I understand. And sometimes when people come on, and I say victims rather, come on and tell me that I disagree with them for your own safety. And they may say, I want to go right back. And this just happened less than 24 hours ago, or right at about 24 hours. And sometimes I disagree. And excuse me, and I order no contact, even over the victim's request for contact. Because again, I want to make sure you're going to be safe and that there won't be any more incidents.
Okay, Your Honor.
And Judge, I hate to backtrack, but for clarification, when we did discuss this case, I guess there was some question as to what Ms. Holcomb may have meant when she said it, and comment was that may not necessarily mean reconciliation. Now that we are hearing her speak and actually tell us what she meant by it, is it possible that we make it no contact, no violent contact now, again, since this is his first ever offense and that she is on saying that that's what she wants?
On the state, what do you say?
No.
Okay. State says no. Is it because of the manner of the violence that was here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Refresh my memory just a tad.
Yep, give me just a second.
Okay.
Let's see. 718, Officer Julian, which is why you wrote Julian instead of Jillian, responded to a call at 6:05 McGill Park Drive. They advised that she was in a dispute with her boyfriend, had sustained an injury to her back as a result. Let's see. Defendant stated they had been out drinking. They returned home. He threw up. At which point that upset her. He threw her into the hallway, resulted in her hitting the wall, injuring her back. She claimed she was in severe pain due to the impact and requested EMS on scene to evaluate her.
I think you need some cooling down, more than 24 hours. And I do honestly agree with the state. That's why I told you sometime I do disagree with the victim and make it longer than 24 hours based on the allegations and the injuries. Okay. So
Okay, Your Honor.
I think you all need to take more than 24 hours. And, he has to stay 200 yards or 2 football fields away from you and he probably, sometimes need to go somewhere and get some counseling, talk about it, and all kinds of things. And he needs to speak to his attorney, so that they can see what's going to happen. I also wrote here, he's only been in Georgia for 3 years. A lot of times that plays into it as well. They're not a longtime Georgia resident. I don't know if he has any other family or contacts here. There's a lot of factors that go into me, deciding. But he has some anger management courses to take, I think 5 of them. So my personal opinion is, once you are able to know that he's completed those 5 courses, then you may talk about some reconciliation, because he'll at least be able to think about his actions in the future, not you know get too angry to injure you. Okay.
Okay. Just last question before I get off. I just want to make sure that like he's not going to like what am I saying? Like is he allowed to call me or anything? Like I just don't know like the ramifications or anything. Okay.
No, when we say no further contact, no calls, no uh social media posts, no visitation, no nothing. When we say no contact, we mean no contact whatsoever, until
Okay.
his bond gets modified. Okay.
Okay.
So if he contacts you, say, hey, we can't do this under the bond restrictions, because he should understand. They will explain it to him. You can call the clerk maybe and get a copy of it so that you can be reading it yourself. Actually, you can contact the victim witness advocate for the state and get a copy of the bond. Is that not correct? Before I say that, Ms. Spear?
She could. It's the longer way to go about it though, because our
Oh.
our victim witness would likely also have to call the clerk to get a copy of it.
Okay. So who's her advocate, or do you know that? I may be digging too deep.
I think Kaya Davidson. Does that sound right, Miss Holcomb? Is that who spoke with you earlier? Kaya Davidson?
No one spoke with me. I was supposed to get a call and I never got it and I never got the Zoom link.
Oh,
But
it's
you
DC
talked
Brock
to
that called her.
the investigator. She talked to investigator.
Yeah.
That's
All
when I told her I wanted to be in contact with him and that I wanted to be on the Zoom. And I was not sure if I had to be. And again, I was not given the Zoom or anything.
We apologize for that. Who does she need to contact then to get a copy of the bond order?
I would call the clerk's office.
Okay. What's that number? Someone in the clerk's office?
404
404
612.
612. What's the main number?
44612. Yeah, 5085. And it's 613. 5085, excuse me. 44613-5085.
They don't give it out that much. Sorry, they fudged a little bit. They don't normally give it out too much. But you can call there tomorrow morning
Okay.
and get a filed copy of the bond order. I don't know how they do it. I doubt that they email it. I don't want to say it over Zoom, but just talk to them and find out how you can get a copy. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. You're welcome. Thank you. All right. We ready to reconcile?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Position 1 and 2, reset further notice, pretrial 5,000 each, pretrial 1. Position 3, 5,000 pretrial 2. Position 4, 3,000 pretrial 3. Position 5, reset the Wednesday 7/22 calendar. Position 6, $4,000 good bond. Position 7, 3,500 pretrial 2. Position 8, 2,000 good bond. Position 9, 2,000 pretrial 2. Position 10, 3,500 pretrial 2. Position 11, pretrial 1, 5,000. Position 12, 10,000 pretrial 1. Position 13, $1,000 good bond. Position 14, 3,500 pretrial 1. Position 15, 2,000 good bond. Position 16, 1,500 pretrial 1. Position 17, 12,000 good bond. Position 18, 3,000 pretrial 1. Position 19, 5,000 good bond. Position 20, reset further notice may bond. Position 21, $1,000 good bond. Position 22, reset 7/22/26 SAP. Is that correct, Miss Young?
For which position? 22?
22.
22. Yeah,
Yeah,
he just
I mean,
missed that. He didn't hear that case because he didn't even understand while he was there. Assigned to Mr. Murphy and reset to Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Position 23, 4,500 good bond. Position 24, $1,000 good bond. Position 25, $2,000 good bond. Position 26, 3,500 good bond. Position 27, reset further notice, made bond. Position 28, 2,500 pretrial 1. Position 29, 7,500 good bond. Position 30, $2,500 good bond. Position 31, 5,000 SOB through jail. Any questions, concerns, or comments?
I do have a quick question. There's Nyla Cannon was supposed to get the MH help, I think. Excuse me, let me turn my video on, sorry. And I believe you had said that they would send a social worker for her on Wednesday. Is that something that the state needs to do, or is that something that happens through a different method?
The social worker visit will be in the order, but she's an MH reset to Wednesday. What will happen, Miss Grace?
She's reset to Wednesday, and what, I don't have no, and what position is she?
5, Nyla Cannon.
Okay, we just have her reset 7/22. We can't order anything until she's heard of bond. So she's just reset to Wednesday's calendar. And
Oh, that's right. No, the deputy came. I mean, that's the one where Miss down at ACDC came on. And so when the jail or when they say that it's MH or medical reset, that's all we do because they can't get them to cooperate.
That's the person that she asked that the social worker
Come
go
and visit.
along with the PD to see her so that they can discuss possible resources.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was what her request, the deputy's request was that when she's seen by the public defender, that they bring along the social worker.
Oh, okay. So that's
Right.
nothing that we have to do.
And I didn't
No,
write
it's
down
not for us.
ACDC. Nothing for us.
Okay, great. I just wanted to clarify. Thank you so much.
Ms. Grace, can you give me position 18 again?
Yes. 3,000 pretrial 1.
Oh, I have that. Okay. But yes, the PD should make a note that the social worker needs to go out.
Right.
And judge paperwork has already been sent over.
All righty.
Yes.
Go ahead. Okay. All right, everybody.
And she has a piece of extra paperwork from me.
I do. Okay. Got it.
I was going to hope. Well, I hope so. All right, then. Thank you.
Did you see Miss Evans' battles paper? That was I
just forwarded over.
Oh, you just forwarded?
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. Got it.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much, Judge.
Bye, everybody. Nice meeting
Bye.
you.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Have a good evening, everyone.
You all as well.